Hello everyone. Yes, the very first watch-along of a brand new Premier League season is upon us. I'm Paul Machin, Steve Hoare.
We go again.
Here we go. Here we go. Joins me in the studio for this one. Christopher Pajak is having a well-earned summer break.
Only Pajak would go on holiday the week the season starts. He had all of June and all of July and he thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait.
Yeah. Pick his moment. Pick the most expensive weeks of the year to do it.
To go via the most difficult methods of getting to another country at the moment, trying to get into France.
He's trying to flap his
he might not be there. He might not be there. God knows where he is. He's in Folkestone or Dover somewhere.
He swam a portion of it as well, like David Williams. So you can join us for the rest of your afternoon here on Redmen. Make sure if you want to get a point across, then you get your point across in the live chat alongside, underneath, or layered on top as it is on mobile devices. If you've got anything nice to say it. If you've got anything critical to say it. But as we said on the previous show, we have a no knobhead policy on Redmen social platforms throughout this year and moving forward. So feel free to criticise footballers, feel free to criticise, tell us if we're not doing things right. Well, I'm happy to know where we can improve, but don't be a knobhead about it. It's a very simple route. And if you have to wonder whether you're being a knobhead or not, you're being a knobhead.
Danny's in the chat modern as well. She's the judge, jury, executioner. She's got you. So essentially, if you think Danny thinks you're a knobhead, you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let Danny think you're a knobhead, because you are out of here. Right, let's talk through the teams.
Yes.
Then you got the starting 11 spot on.
Yeah, I mean, let's just. I'll be honest. I wasn't that hard.
It was pretty obvious. But as you said,
it was
not knowing
Nunes.
injuries, and then Nunes or Bobby was likely the only other one. And look, it wasn't outside the realms of possibility. Harvey could have started in midfield in this one, but I think because it's only one game a week for the rest of August, there's no need to rotate Hendo or Fabinho or Thiago necessarily just yet. No. They've got plenty of time to prepare. We've also got is it 9 days now till the next game? So yeah. The team did pretty much pick itself.
The interesting part, and again, I've got up here on the iPad, is that the average age of this Liverpool side is nearly 30. It's the oldest Liverpool side we've had for quite a while.
Well, that's a fact as well, isn't it?
So I'll go through anyway while you're fan. It's Ali in goal, obviously. Robbo, Van Dijk, Matip and Trent. And midfield three of Fabinho, Thiago and the skipper Jordan Henderson, the sponsor of the show. And then Luis Diaz, Mohamed Salah with Roberto Firmino leading the line. Yeah, so it's I'll go for the Fulham side as well. We've got Rodak, Tete, Adarabi, that's Tosin, isn't it? Tosin, Ream, the Magician, Anthony Robertson, Harrison Reed, João Paulinho, Bobby Reed, Anders Pereira, Cabano, who you've just put into your team, and then up front is the enigma of Alexander Mitrovic. Yeah, like I say, it's a very experienced Liverpool team and a very youthful bench. It is the oldest Liverpool side that's ever started the Premier League game in terms of average age. You're one of them.
So there you go. Opta Joe put this tweet out earlier. 30 plus. Liverpool have 6 players aged 30 plus in their starting 11 today. The first time they have done so in a Premier League match since February 1994 versus Southampton. Mature. That's Firmino, Henderson, Matip, Salah, Thiago, Van Dijk. And back in 94, it was Barnes, Grobbelaar, Nickel, Rush, Whelan and Wright. And the best thing about that is, what I love about that, with the exception of Mark Wright, it was a reasonably newish introduction to that side, albeit maybe a season or two earlier than that. You're listing some of the greatest players ever to play for Liverpool Football Club there. And the reason why we've got a bunch of 30 plus players, because they're all world class. We've got a squad full of the guys who 30 plus at the peak of their powers.
Yeah, and even the goalie is months away. Yeah. He turns 30 in October as well. We had a very seasoned squad. I think Jurgen, I watched the press conference the other day, YouTube. We've got every single press conference on our channel, by the way. Seamless plug. And on Plus, Chloe does the press conference reaction now, which is a very good new show that she's put together. It's really good. And then Chloe just goes, well, Jurgen made the point, we rely on the kids, Carvalho and Elliott aren't here just to make up the numbers. They're here to play. But we are the best players are all in the 30s. I think pretty much all of them. There's no doubt. Trent has obviously if you look at the spine of the team, the goalie is about to turn 30. The 2 centre backs are 30. The 2 midfielders of the 3 are 30. Bobby Firmino, Mo Salah. You know, like we are.
Sorry, I've picked my moment to dive for me. For me coaster because you were on screen at the second I went for it. We went back to the wide. Brilliant. Carry on. Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
I like that you're using coaster etiquette though.
Yeah, I'm still one coaster short.
I know it is. It's on the floor over there.
Of course it is.
Because why wouldn't it be?
Is that from the Charity Shield game by any chance?
Do you know how that happened inside? We did a Liverpool Library recording the other day, and one of the guests dropped that coaster down the back of the shelf, and the shelf's been moved back out, and no one's
standard Redmen. Yeah. The difference just on that about the maturity.
When it goes to a 1 on you, I'll seamlessly sneak off.
Okay, so just the maturity of that squad that's worth pointing out. Seamless. Barnes, Grobbelaar, Nickel, Rush, Whelan and Marek were all actually on their way down, and some of them well on their way down by that point. Whereas you look at those players, I mean, you can make a case for Bobby Firmino, but
didn't even move.
Yeah, perfect. But like Jordan Henderson played more games and minutes than he'd ever done under Jurgen Klopp last season. Joel Matip finally had an injury-free season last year, pretty much, and was probably his best season. Certainly his best season as a Liverpool player. Salah last season became the best player in the world. Thiago's the best centre midfielder in the world, and Virgil van Dijk's the best centre half in the world still. And there's no signs that there will be anything other than that for at least this season, if not the seasons to follow. So anyway,
I suppose the starting 11. Point, I think you're right. I think the starting 11 is fine. I think that if you look at the bench, then obviously there are Chambers is on the bench, Bajcetic is on the bench, Seth Vandenberg is on the bench, and like if everyone's fully fit, they're nowhere near it. We've just got too many injuries at the moment. And again, Jurgen says this himself. Kelleher, Ox, Konate, Jones, Naby's ill, Jota's out as well. I probably missed a couple there. Did I say Ox? I can't remember. But even there's a couple too many. So when Liverpool have got everyone fit and firing, the bench is ridiculous. But at the moment in time, like you can make 5 subs. But there's only really 5 what you call senior players on that bench to bring on.
Yeah.
You know, Gomez, Milner, and I'm saying senior players. 2 of them are Harvey Ellis and Fabio Carvalho, and Darwin Núñez, who's just turned up as a kid. So that's the only thing, is that we are lacking a couple of options. I mean, Chambers, I'd be shocked unless we're winning 4-0 and he comes on. Yeah. But yet it's hard to see how he gets on, and it's really difficult to see how Seth Vandenberg gets on. So you are, that's where we are kind of.
They're fulfilling roles, aren't they? On the bench
why not put them there?
Yeah, exactly. They're lads that you would not be bringing. Like you wouldn't be changing your centre halves during the game. You wouldn't necessarily be changing.
I put it this way, and hopefully
Costas wouldn't necessarily be coming on even if he was on the bench.
But like the 5 subs, maybe it would. But I put it this way: touch wood, it doesn't happen. I don't want to be changed. But if one of those centre backs was injured in the first half, we know for a fact he's putting James Milner on, or if he's putting Joe Gomez on first. Mm-hmm. And then he's not going. If it was Trent, he's going to put Gomez on. He's not going to bring on Vandenberg. He's not going to bring on Chambers. He's not going to bring on Bajcetic. They are there again. Hopefully you're 4-0 up. Well, you're 4-0 up with 5 minutes to go, and you go. You know what?
And even then, probably not. They'll likely play tomorrow because we've got the behind closed doors games.
We're not allowed to tell anyone that to play Aston Villa.
Well, everyone knows.
That's the joke.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. It's we had a couple of comments in, but you know, I agree on that. Look, Liverpool have got a bit of an injury problem, but and obviously people then, it's like it backs up the point of Liverpool need to go and buy players. Look, Jurgen Klopp handled it in his press conference really well, and he effectively said, we're not going to buy a player for a year to cover a player who's out for a month.
Yeah,
and he said that might change, and I wonder whether they'll see how Konate does. That might be a factor because no one's really talking about his injury properly. I think they're keeping it under wraps, and that concerns me a touch.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I'm wondering whether if it's a bad one, they might have to consider something. But
I don't think even then,
there's also a world, sorry, Steve, where it was about the transfer merry-go-round. I know Liverpool probably not going to buy Jude Bellingham this summer. But if someone came in with a bid for Jude Bellingham and they've decided they need Jude Bellingham, there's him or nothing else, Liverpool will go and match that bid. Is my feeling on it. But again, not to be worried about just now. What we should be worrying about is how excited we are for the new season. Got some great comments here from people where they're watching from. John Howard says, hi Paul and Steve. Sat in a bar in Turkey,
nice.
Waiting the game. Good luck to everyone at Redmen TV for this season. Up the Reds. Jasper Redican saying, weird being American right now. I want LFC to win, but I also want Jedi, Robinson and Ream to do well. Well, that's...
You can't have everything. Can't be cake and eat it.
Both ways. Yeah, you need to renounce your nationality,
Shall
unfortunately.
I need a little break.
Do you want a little toilet break? Is that what you're leaving towards? Okay, cool. Right, we'll have a very, very short break. The teams are coming out onto the pitch. We will be back with kick-off after this.
Redmen Plus is here and we're ready to be your partners in what will be an unbelievable journey following Jurgen's mighty Reds.
We'll be there with you, side by side, shoulder to shoulder through the good times and through the bad.
Be with us at Anfield.
Be with us at stadiums across England.
And be with us at stadiums across Europe too.
Whether you're in Australia, America, Ireland, Scandinavia, or even down the road, it doesn't matter.
We can take you from wherever you're based straight to the heart of the action.
We'll cover Liverpool from every possible angle.
With tons of amazing shows, documentaries, features, interviews and more.
Both in video and podcast form.
So you can be a part of the action,
A part of the discussion.
A part of the celebrations.
A part of this journey.
Together with us.
Join us today. Subscribe now at redmenplus.com. Let's do this together.
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 Together. Yep, join Redmen Plus. We think it's absolutely amazing. We're going to have it all elements of Liverpool covered this season. As mentioned, we've added new shows to the additional shows that we're already doing really good things on around the league. We have the debate show every week. JNO Insight with Neil Jones. Chloe's now doing the press conference reactions on Friday ahead of the Premier League games, which is very, very good indeed. We've got, I'll tell you, it's in the calendar. I can reveal that hopefully, barring unforeseen circumstances, we're going to be sat down with Pep Linders next week doing an interview, a big old chat with him. He's got his new book out, and he's agreed to. Basically, he was like, "Hi Pep, we need to have an interview with you," and he said, "Yeah." And I was absolutely made up. It was one of the few good things that came out of me travelling thousands of miles for effectively no reason to watch Liverpool play Man United in Bangkok, as we managed to nail down Pep for an interview. So that is going to be going out on Redmen Plus as well, and a whole host of other amazing features, documentaries, interviews, great stuff. It's like a streaming service for Liverpool fans. I'm dead proud of it, and the people who watch it seem to enjoy it. And if you want to become one of those people, then do. We had comments and super chats. Danny Hartree-Smith, our expert mod, who's been a member with us for 25 months as well. Go ahead, Dan. 1k likes for the win, Reds. Get using those digits. Yep, get your thumbs up in there early. We need at least a minimum of 1,000 likes for a positive result for the mighty Reds, and we'll go from there. Trig Josh is back in the comments as well with a £10 super chat. Thank you so much, Josh. Hi, Paul and Steve. Hope you're well. I'm on Discord today, finally. Is Mo still keeping up with his scoring in every opening game of the season? I certainly hope so. He is captained in every kind of perceivable way for me.
He is on screen, just to be speaking.
Yeah.
I think if he scores, he's broke not just consecutive games, but actual games on the first day, because he got the hat-trick against Leeds. I think this will be his 8th goal. If he scores 2 in this game, no one will have ever scored more on a Premier League opening fixtures. Wow. He scored in every single one since he signed, but the hat-trick against Leeds. I think if he scores today, he ties Lampard and Shearer, I think it was. Wow. There you go. Open day goals. They played a long time in this league.
And but that's the beauty of the Salah contract, is now Mo Salah is gone from being one of those like...
Flash in the pan.
Yeah, flash in the pan, but really good. I mean, not one season wonder like everyone likes to laugh about, but like you have these like short-lived, brilliant footballers, but then you enter into the pantheon of the Premier League gods when you stay for longer, and that's what he's heading towards.
Taking a knee, is that just an opening day thing? Because I thought he got...
I think he said it was going to be on significant occasions. Right, we are underway.
The season's here, let's go.
At Craven Cottage, big, long, booming ball from Joel Matip out to that left-hand side. Diaz looking for the flick on. Doesn't get it.
Give it a song, Paul, to start the season.
Oh, yeah, go on. And it's a throw into Fulham. What?
A bit of a lay, please, mate. Get me going.
That is an absolutely great shout to kick things off. Found it.
Yeah, Sorab's got a super chat as well. He says, here we go again, start of another stressful season. I promised myself not to watch Man City games this season, and hopefully that helps. Let's go LFC. I love this team to bits. So do we. Yeah, the City thing, I try not to get involved, but I end up getting sucked back in when... What happens to me is I know they're playing and the WhatsApp doesn't go mad for like an hour, and then I just get like an eyes emoji sent to me by somebody as Liverpool give the ball away.
Trent's giving it away, dangerous position.
Mitrovic,
Fulham, Mitrovic with the toe poke, and he's toe poked it wide. A little cutting possession there. Trent just couldn't quite get the ball out from under his feet.
Yeah, slowly. It was just a bit of a nothing ball. Yeah, it was half blocked. To be fair, Liverpool kind of defended that well. Fabinho does well. Alisson knows that's missing. Yeah, Evans with the €5. Lads, I brought some wireless earphones so I can listen to you and work because I won't be able to watch the match. I love the Watchalongs. Cheers, Devon. We'll keep you updated with our audio as well as our dulcet tones and the songs. Hopefully the songs cheer you up at work.
Yeah, absolutely, indeed. Yeah, if you got song requests, keep them coming in. In fact, we need to update the soundboard. But
it has been updated?
Yeah, it was updated. Well, this is my soundboard. I think it's up to date. But if there's anything else we're missing throughout the afternoon...
my iPad might have the better songs on it.
Jordan Henderson squares it. Trent's got a little bit of space on the right-hand side. Mo Salah drops off, gets it back from him. Trent turns back towards Virgil van Dijk.
Has it got the Jurgen as a red song on it? Because if it has, that's the updated bit. Because Chloe done that the other day for me.
No.
Okay then.
Because that's
on my iPad.
Not on my iPad, yeah.
There you go.
That was an oversight.
Joe, write that down, please.
Oversight from the management team there.
No, you took your iPod on holiday with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
That'll be why. Yeah. Long ball into the channel. Diaz is not going to catch that, and it's going to go all the way through. And Fulham will start again with the goalie. Yeah, let's have another song, because why not, indeed? That's a Field to Anfield Road.
It's a good song.
It's what it was prior to like us becoming boss again and having loads of new songs. That was my favourite Liverpool.
Shout out to the legends as well. I'm just checking the Discord chat. We've got Tony, Jaeger Sticky Egg, Scott, Danny, Marshall, Abe, Melman, Red, Viking, all chilling in the Discord. So yeah, keep comments, guys.
Great callback here from Abe and the club legends. Doing Steve's gone for the piss. That's a song from our live show. Oh, it's crossed into the box. It's gone past everyone.
Ali's going to chase that out. He's offside anyway. The geezer who crossed it.
Offside, yeah.
It was the Kobe Reed again. Was he offside? Because the ball played down Liverpool's right.
Left.
Liverpool's left, Fulham's right. It's close, that. He's probably just offside, but I mean, it would have been a corner if the flag hadn't gone, because Hendo got a block on it. But
yeah, Virgil van Dijk to take the free kick, goes short to Andy Robertson. Robertson comes inside, back to Alisson.
Fulham are high up this pitch. There's space somewhere, because if they're all there, there's a ball over the top for somebody if they can get it. Look how high they're pressing. They want us to go long, don't they, really?
Good.
Virgil's going to do it. There he goes. Right to Mo Salah.
A smasher into the channel. Mo Salah. Oh, my word, the touch. It was inches away from releasing. Was it Trent who was barreling inside?
But Trent's been called up the pitch now. Henderson's filling that right back. Hendo did really well there.
He did.
He just covered that right back.
Yeah, Fabinho plays it inside. Oh, lovely little turn around the corner.
Thiago's been taken out by two of them.
Taken out, free kick to Liverpool inside Liverpool territory.
I think he just said go foul to the player. It's like
took two men to take Thiago out of the equation there.
It was a little bit of a hospital ball by Luis Diaz, that, to be honest. He didn't.
Yeah, but this is the beauty. It's what Liverpool are going to be like, and being brave in possession. It's one of the things Pep talks about again in his book. That's the big messaging in games like this, is that they're going to come at you, so you're going to need to just be at your best. You can't
be brave.
Can't play too simple. Can't all be sideways and backwards.
Which
it has been a lot so far.
They are high up the pitch. They really are. There's space if you can get the long ball.
I would guess that's a small pitch as well, so it's going to take it again.
It's tiny little ground, like Liverpool switch it to the left. That's the ball, isn't it? The out ball's got to be a big switch or something.
Yeah.
As Thiago plays it to Matip, I wouldn't mind Matip having a little run here. There's space for him to go into.
Yeah, stay.
Cross it to halfway.
Stay. We both don't need to say what's happening in the game.
No, I'm just...
That's how commentary works.
I know. I was just giving you a break. I saw you sipping your cup of tea.
That's absolutely fine.
On the Konate thing,
yeah,
we spoke about it before, obviously. Like, it makes me nervous that there's not a lot being said about it.
Yeah, I had this conversation with Neil on Genuine Insights. The Fulham keeper's got it, by the way. That sometimes no news can be good news and no news can be bad news. It's my fears. If it was fine, I feel like they'd have just come out and said it. But then Neil gave me examples where that's just not, they do that. And they don't make a big deal out of it because there's no big deal to be made from it. We'll know more when we know more. Liverpool again, just trying to get out of danger in the middle. Very aggressive tackling from Fulham as well, just trying to upset what Liverpool do. Quick passing, they're coming through down this left-hand side again.
Tempo's high, isn't it?
It is, yeah. High intensity from Fulham. They've got a man in behind on that left-hand side, cut back, and the ball is cut out by Joel Matip, corner to Fulham. Yeah, they've definitely started the better of the two teams. Yeah,
but they're playing at such a pace. Like, again, I spoke to Sammy on the build-up preview show, and he said like that was their MO. A bit like Man City are in the Championship. Just try and get it the early, just blitz someone for like 10 minutes and they almost won the game within 10-15 minutes at times. And Marco Silva did say, we're not going to change, and he's been true to his word so far.
Corner, in swinger, headed away, big headed away by Joel Matip to the edge of the box. It's headed back into the mix. It's bobbled awkwardly. Virgil van Dijk deals with it as cool as you like, and Trent sends a left-footed swinger for Salah to chase. Sliced it a bit.
Jammy little fucker.
Yeah, couldn't capitalise on the missed kick at the back there.
If that fell to Trent, Salah was one-on-one because it was a horrendous.
It was a nice idea from Trent though, wasn't it? Again on his left foot, he's not afraid to take that one on. If he frees Salah, then it's it could have been game over already.
It kind of faded the wrong way, curled in rather than curling out.
Yeah, absolutely. Robbo over on that right back position, just covering for Trent. They've switched at the moment. They'll change back momentarily. We don't have to do the gag. Me and Chris will do the gag doubtless countless times this season about if they change position. It's not a tactical thing. It's just basically have to wait for a breaking play.
Nice.
Thiago, a lovely little turn around the corner, and then he fires one. I think he got a little bit overexcited there.
I think he loved the turn so much that he thought, I've got to play a Hollywood pass after it. And he just didn't get right.
That was one of them. I think the adrenaline was up, and it just caused him to smash it for no reason.
It's a good one too, though. Again, Trent went before, and Trent's one curled too much away from Salah. That didn't curl at all. Just went straight at him.
But what Fulham are trying to do, because obviously that's what you've got to do when you're high pressing, and you're trying to stop teams playing out from the back. You've got to stop us getting the ball up a level. But what Liverpool are doing to try and counteract that, and it's not quite working, is just really intricate one-touch little flicks and stuff.
All go long.
Yeah.
And they've tried both of them so far. There we go again. Yeah. They are pressing really high. Yeah,
Bobby
Firmino essentially playing left back there, right back driver.
Yeah, we're having a real difficulty with left and right so far, mate. You need to put your hand out.
Yeah, no. Maybe it's because I'm in the wrong chair. I've lost all my bearings.
Here's Diaz, Salah battling again. Fulham managed to come out on top. Jordan Henderson, great front foot pressing for him. Gives Fulham a throw in just inside their half. Yeah, so and this is the thing. It's on a little bit of a knife edge now. Liverpool are playing. If they get that little turnaround ball right, though, I could see us breaking away.
Salah one-on-one with the goal.
Yeah, I could quite easily see Salah or Diaz ending up with a chance in the next sort of 5 or 6 minutes when Liverpool settle into this. But we will have to see Mitrovic battling on the left wing.
So strong, isn't he?
Yeah. Fulham doing well again. Quick
nice
moving,
ball.
quick.
Should be offside, surely.
Another man there free in the box. Played across the face. Straight into the bread basket of Alisson Becker.
That must have been offside.
It might have been. I'm not 100%. Let's have another little look at this one. The ball, he makes the run from deep.
Oh, it's close.
Maybe inches if he was, but it was close.
See why I didn't put the flag up.
You get benefits of the doubt there, theoretically, don't you?
Crap cross anyway.
Yeah, there we go. The centre backs for Liverpool knocking it back between them. Matip to Trent.
It was interesting there. Mitrovic pinned Matip off the throw in, and there are very few centre halves who can pin Matip, but he definitely did there. Matip couldn't get around the ball.
Yeah. Matip tries to play through the lines. It's cut out for him from Henderson.
It hasn't quite been there, the passing so far, into the feet of the front. It's been bobbling.
The thing is, it started at such an electric pace that, it's not like Liverpool haven't had time to catch the breath on this and get on the ball at all. We're playing like a counter-attacking side, and that means that your passing needs to be inch perfect. And to go straight into the game, first proper competitive game of the season, needing your passing to be perfect. I mean, it's a good tactic from Fulham so far.
Yeah, they're going for the early.
It's whether they can sustain this, or can they get the goal while they're on top. That's what they'll need if they want to capitalise on this. But we'll see. They're building up down the right again. Cross again is very well cut out, but Fulham maintain possession on the right hand side. Left footed cross. Virgil gets there with his own left foot and kicks it out into touch midway in the Liverpool half in front of Jurgen Klopp, who seems to be containing his rage at all this so far. I bet he's quietly quite made up with it, because
it's just intense. And I'm looking at the stats here, and Liverpool's passing 78%. You probably want a tad higher than that, wouldn't you? And that just goes to speak. Again, even there, just another loose ball forward. Our ball into the feet of Salah and Diaz has not been great, and I think that's what's letting us down here.
And moreover, when they're dropping short, we've seen it with Diaz. It's then you need to get 3 passes right here, and at the moment we're managing to get one out, and then the second one at best has been just a little undercooked. So if at any point we manage to string 3 passes from midfield forwards, I think we'll have scored a goal.
It's interesting. Again, I don't know enough about Fulham, how fit they are, but to play at this pace in this heat for the whole game, they'll have to go some.
Yeah,
but it's a good tactic, isn't it? Try and get yourself a foothold in the game early.
Phantom Slots has sent in a super chat. He says, "Cheers from Singapore, YNWA. Cheers from Liverpool. Thank you so much, mate. We'll end up back with Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, certainly exciting so far. Jairo Linzam Basseron. I'm so sorry. I'm sure that's not the first time I've gotten that wrong. Member for 21 months. Says, good luck and all the best, Reds and lads. Come on, you Reds. Is right, mate? Is right. Joel Matip goes back across the 18-yard box to Virgil, right-footed, stands one up, looking to chase it down.
That's crap, that.
It was. I think we're looking for second balls there, though, to be honest. Bobby Firmino's battling. He's got it, and again, his touch just lets him down at the vital moment.
Don't foul him, don't foul him.
Looked
Nice.
like a foul. The referee said play on.
Oh, another loose pass by Firmino.
Fulham are just cutting these passes up.
And
Bobby
another one.
this time. Hendo goes for the return. Yeah, Fulham are they're anticipating really well.
They're swarming well, aren't
and
they?
the passing's not been great.
That wasn't good by Bobby, that, a couple of times. But
Gaz Cavalera says 400th like. Let's get to 1k quickly today. Just an update. We are currently on 512 likes. We need to get to 1,000. The minimum if we want a positive result for Liverpool, so drop a like if you're watching. Do that right now.
We're going to be across the deal with here, I'd like to would suggest, no? Fulham come back.
Fulham building through the middle of the game. Back to the centre halves. And then
They'll be delighted with their start.
Absolutely.
12 minutes in.
Well, that's it. You know, they're coming up on a wave of optimism.
I was going to say, you almost have to, you've almost got to ride it out, haven't you, as Robbo.
Becker with the...
He wasn't happy with that back pass from
Who
gave it to his wrong foot?
That's a good point.
Or he tried to give it to his left foot, he was like, I do not want it on my left, and he had to toe it out with his right.
Yeah, he didn't want to take a touch there either, did he? Just got to be careful. No point in taking any excessive... He won't be happy with this thing because, you know, what did you say?
Goal? I must have went out before that.
Yeah, what did you say the possession stats?
Well, it says 70-30 on here, but I'm not sure that's... I'm not sure that when did that last to us?
Nah,
but
can't be right,
I'm not sure that this is a... Yeah, but I'll have to see if it's refreshed. I have moved and tried to refresh it, but it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Liverpool are getting a little bit more.
That,
you know what? To be fair, we have had a decent amount of the ball, but it's all been here. It's all been over the centre half, so it's been Virgil and it's been Matip knocking it back and forth. You see Thiago's just dropped in.
This makes more sense. 60-30, 62-38. That feels a bit more right.
Yeah, big swing.
Well, 8% that is a big
Yeah. Trent manages to play it off a Fulham player, gets the throw in over on that far
for a while,
side.
have we? Maybe worth just staying there for a bit. Yeah. Nope, never mind, we'll go back.
No, Matip keeps it inside the half. Thiago knocks it back to him. Matip again, Fabinho dropping it into the right back position to take it off him. Seen that a couple of times actually this last couple of minutes. Thiago and Fabinho just dropping a little deeper to pick the ball up.
By Diaz.
Diaz turns into trouble, goes all the way back once again to Joel Matip. Yeah, I think you see it again. Fabinho's just going to drop deeper on this left-hand side. Plays a little give and go.
One more.
Yeah, Fabinho.
Slow it down. Now this is the pace we want the game off for a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've had a little 15 minutes of running the nuts off them.
Yeah, exactly. Make them chase
space.
Yeah, definitely. Thiago goes through the lines.
That was nice.
To Diaz. Diaz one touch off to Robertson. Robertson plays it across to Bobby Firmino. Bobby gets it back. Bobby, what a move! Oh, Andy Robertson! Oh, what a save! Diaz still going. Kills it! Diaz!
No.
Oh, he's offside. The offside flag goes up.
I think it was Robbo went off Bobby's pass was flagged off. It was a nice move though from the Reds.
Bobby Firmino flicked through to Andy Robertson. I have got no idea what he does here.
Let's have a look.
He's
well off.
Yeah, he's miles off. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Great little moment of skill there from Bobby Firmino, but yeah.
Good finish though from
Diaz. It
Diaz.
was a very good finish from Luis Diaz. Yeah, bent that one into the far top corner. Keeper no chance. That's the goal he needs to be scoring for us. I hope he's not wasted it.
Yeah, when it counts.
Right, let's have the Bobby song. Yeah, encouraging though. Most encouraging thing we've done in the game.
We slowed the play down and then sped it up. That's what we needed to do. Yeah. We don't need to play 100 mile an hour all the time.
Joel Matip's going on an adventure stay.
Yeah,
Bobby Firmino, Salah, he looked offside. He's got Diaz at the back stick. Oh, he cut it back, but couldn't get any.
Flag never went up. I thought he was offside too, but the flag stayed down.
Oh, I love this song so much.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Okay, Virgil van Dijk's got it at the back. Liverpool again looking to build. That's a really interesting point though about slow it down, get on your pitch, and then our ability to speed the play up when we need to is such a useful asset.
The last couple of minutes, we look like we've settled.
Yeah, we do. Fulham have kind of gone back into the shells a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder if it was like, from them, it was like, give it 10 and see where we're at.
Salah tried the outside of the boot cross, it was blocked. Rapidly chased it back down, it's gone back to the Bus defensive line, and Berge knocks it all the way back to Alisson Becker. Daniel McMurray, who's been a member for 13 months, is a wonder kid here on YouTube. Thank you so much, mate. Oh, I tell you what, that's a bad tackle, that
Diaz
referee.
is down there, stayed down.
Diaz has gone down and stayed down. Liverpool battling on that right-hand side. Trent keeps it alive. Jordan Henderson.
Is he all right? Is he up?
I don't know. I don't know. He's the kind of player who would get up, I think. The ball has gone out now, and the referee will call it back over.
Should be a yellow card, that.
Daniel McMurray says,
he's
how
him.
good
He's
is it?
him,
Yeah, he should be. It was a terrible tackle. How good is it to have soccer back? Love the content and the work you lads put in. Cheers from Australia. Let's go, Reds. Oh,
That's naughty, that. It's late and... ugh.
It's just a bad tackle.
It's a yellow card. Hopefully Diaz is all right. It's Tete booked. Yeah. Big Josh says there as well, the super chat. He's heard that Liverpool might be in advanced talks for Leroy Sané. I have not heard that, mate.
Yeah, Josh says, I heard on one of those automated Liverpool YouTube channels that they're putting advanced talk for Leroy Sané. I sincerely doubt that, mate. I mean, if you can't even be bothered to speak the word, if a person can't be bothered to speak the words themselves, I guess
Is there such thing as automated YouTube?
I think it's like, I guess what Josh means is you can get these weird, you have like the text-to-voice things on those YouTube channels that have that, like, you know, like the TikTok voice. Hey, you do this and blah, blah, blah. That's a perfect impression of it, by the way. No, I think that's nonsense.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. That's something. He's not best pleased.
Although I'd be made up if we signed
Nice.
Sané.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Ball into the channel.
Diaz looks okay now.
Yeah, Diaz is up and he's already battling
in the
for it.
corner
He's got
there,
two
Louis.
men on him. Gets a throw in right in the corner. Andy Robertson will take it.
That was a late challenge, by the way.
It was.
And then he complained when he got booked.
But that's the fine edge that they're playing on. They're trying to upset us. They're putting all this.
You might get away with that in the Championship in the first 15 minutes, maybe. As well.
Yeah. Thiago retreats to Matip inside the centre circle. He takes a touch and then drives forward with it. Salah, left wing, Trent ahead of him.
Nice.
Gets it. Nice ball.
Stayed on side.
Trent on side. He whips the ball across the face. Great cross. Good
Great
clearance.
Cross. Yeah, really good cross, that.
Trigos says, yes, that's what I mean, Paul. Good to know. See, I've got my finger on the pulse.
Tossing it was. Intercept. It was a really nice ball by Trent. It was Henderson, funny enough, who was making the centre forwards run.
Yeah.
We saw that against City, actually, as well. Nice throw-in by Trent down the line.
And Henderson with the cross again. Cleared away.
I tell you what, you can see it, can't you? Darwin Núñez getting on the end of those clever crosses. Like there's a world where that's a thing soon, and it does excite you a little bit.
Yeah. Someone's saying the time and the clock is off, and it's genuinely not. It's absolutely spot on.
The clock couldn't be off. Righter.
Oh my God! Christ Almighty! Alisson Becker had to backpedal there, big time.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a touch, Charlie. First game of the season. No pre-season. Take that down on the half volley.
Yeah,
he did though. Yeah, we've settled in, no problem. Yeah. It's into the rhythm of the game that we more expected.
This feels like a Liverpool game of football.
Yes,
all of a sudden, the dynamics completely changed in the last 5 minutes. Liverpool dominating possession, controlling the pace.
Fulham aren't pressing anywhere near.
Yeah, Fulham have blown themselves out a little bit, I reckon.
It felt to me like they've gone, right, Big Ten, where we press, and then if it doesn't work, we fall back in. Yeah. Because you just knock yourself out. You couldn't do that.
Mo Salah.
Chalk on his boots.
Arnold ahead of him again. Jordan Henderson makes a great run in behind. Can he keep it in? He can't. Unlucky.
Great run, great ball. It was half a yard too fast, but great spot by Salah.
Yeah.
Chris mentioned this in the Charity Shield. Obviously, you were there and we were on the watch-along. Like, Salah in that game was really wide. Like, chalk on your boots wide. And he started the exact same here, just really trying to make the stretch to play.
Moreover, it's how advanced Trent's playing. Trent's underlapping Salah, which is really, really interesting, getting him in and around the box a little bit more. He was much higher than Mo Salah again there. And then what it also leaves is then Trent pulls out wide and Jordan Henderson fills in that channel, which would normally be between Roberto Firmino and Salah. Henderson's making that extra run, which is so hard to defend. But that's I think we want to see that's what's required, I think, of that midfield position for us now. You'll see that when Harvey Elliott's in that position. You'll see that when Naby's in that position. Yeah, exactly. Go and make it a 4. Go and make it a 4 in attack. That's what the right side centre midfield's up to. And yeah,
I was impressed there, by the way, because Robbo just had an aerial battle with Mitrovic and won it because they were clearly targeting off the goalie's long ball.
Much deeper this time, more in the 6 for Liverpool, tidying up and doing it nicely.
That's brave.
Yeah, too brave. Trent's ball is cut out. Bobby couldn't get on the end of it. Fulham coming forward again. It's an interesting ball, but it's a poor one, and it's straight into the hands of Alisson Becker.
Pereira, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Henderson's pass to Trent was a good one. He didn't want to rush the clearance, and Trent just rushed the clearance for him anyway. You kind of negated the point of Hendo passing it to you there because the reason he gave you is so he didn't just have to hoover up the pitch.
Yeah, you see our pass accuracy's already gone up from when you were talking about it before, up to 80%.
Yeah, it was 70 before. 70 odds.
Headed away by Matip. Fulham pick it up.
Get down,
Thiago
there you
picks
go.
it up in midfield. Sprays it one for Diaz to chase down that left wing. He
Back
will
heel,
get
back
there.
heel.
He's got Robertson
There we
inside.
go.
He flicks it over his man's head. Robertson tries to take it inside. Does. Stands the cross up to the back post. Oh! Just cut out. Mo Salah was waiting like a coiled spring at the back
It just looked
post.
like it was going to be a Salah volley for 1-0, but
Yeah.
Robertson, I think, left back, just gets his head onto it.
Yeah.
It looked like a goal from the second the ball was in the air, but yeah.
That's it. The second he put some loft on it as opposed to going flat.
Go again.
Bobby, Diaz is well marshalled. Henderson keeps it alive.
Nice, Jordan.
Brilliantly, Jordan Henderson.
Nice, Jordan.
Fabinho. Great ball out to the right hand side. Gets Trent on the spin. Trent stands up. Salah with the head there. No.
Too much on it.
Yeah. It needed to be a bit more glancing than it actually was. I think that might end up both wide and too high in the end.
He gets way too much on that. That's got to be flicked to the back post. He's almost on a bullet head near post, but Fulham wanted the foul for that.
And shoulder
Not a
just
foul,
took the man out as he was going through. Matt gave him the disdainful get up wave.
Going back to the Robbo cross. Look, it looks like it's just fallen to Salah on the volley. And their left back's tall, isn't he? Robertson, he needed to be because he just little glancing headed away from it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hirosh, Bassiron's back again. Thanks, mate. Redmen, you're on the way. 7,000 subscribers to Silver Plate YouTube. So we're 7,000 away from 500,000, but there's no 500,000 plaque at YouTube, which really annoys me. It's 100,000 and 1 million are the two, which I am livid by the way, because it's taken us so long. We've been doing this for a long time. 2010 was when we started. So if you're
not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you press subscribe on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm open to suggestions. I put it in the calendar for Monday to discuss what we should do when we get to 500,000 subscribers, because I want to mark it somehow. But
you tell us.
Yeah, if you've got any suggestions, and you can email interact@theredmentv.com, tweet us at the Redmen TV, or if you're a club legend in the Discord, get involved there as well. Right, free kick to Fulham, so toward the back post. He met it, Steve, and headed it the wrong way.
He broke the lines, didn't he?
He did. Oh, it's still not clear. It's deflected, and it's going to be a corner to Fulham there. Paulinho.
I couldn't see who got in, but he broke the offside trap. The header, he's under pressure from Van Dijk, who's just leaning all over him. To be fair, goes sideways, bit of a mishmash, and then Matip's block on Paulinho.
That was one of the two archetypal how Liverpool concede goals and like pinball and somehow manages to get a toe on it. Oh, but this time it's headed to the back post. Liverpool living dangerously at the moment, cleared away to the halfway line.
Yeah, that's two set pieces they've got the first contact on, which Liverpool will be furious at. Actually should be offside, you'd think.
Yeah, offside flag goes up, and it is a Liverpool free kick on the edge of their own 18
They were going for the Sadio Mane near post flick, but he offside? Yeah, he was offside. It was Mitrovic trying to curl Bender's run. He just didn't. He never got back on side to bend it to stay on side. But yeah, that's two set pieces they got the first head on, which that's a staple. Liverpool will be angry with that one. Virgil and Matip won't be two best players for that one.
Yep, absolutely. Right.
Pay Jack Nudes for 500,000, says Manu.
I think that's at its day, isn't it? Fabinho caught in possession. Oh, wow. They're going to be raging that we got a free kick for that. I think minimal pull on Fabinho in the end. Let's have a look.
Oh, no, it's a foul.
No, it's not.
He makes the most of it.
It's not, though. He literally glances his shoulder. Fabinho does. He accentuates it in a big way. Smart play. Bobby Diaz, all the way back. It's the tips, the blonde tips.
Oh, got them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Nice.
Verge, big switch. Doesn't have the legs to reach Liverpool over
the right
far
side.
Yeah, Trent just couldn't get on there. Bobby Firmino pressing. Oh,
take it off them. Yes.
Bobby wins it back. Henderson, left-footed ball. Unlucky. He went the wrong way with that one. Robertson's going to fight to keep it alive. Does Thiago. Little cushion volley up in the air. Virgil turns on it and takes it back into our half. Good pressing though.
The first time really we took it off them in their own half, like at that high up, and just Hendo's ball went the other side. I think it was Diaz who found himself on the other way. He was trying to make the run. It went to the wrong side of him. Yeah. Hendo played it to his right and Diaz was narrow. Oh, he's lost out.
He has lost out.
No, carry on.
Referee says play on. Go ahead. It looked like we fouled there. Trent, big switch over to Andy Robertson.
Don't think this ref's in the fucking good books at the minute. There's a couple now they've not been best pleased with. It's a poor
Robert,
pass.
it was a clever idea. Liverpool Diaz has fouled his man. Looked like it was going to work out in the end, but no. It was a nice idea from Robertson because he shifted his body position and it was quite like a disguised ball inside. But yeah, Diaz.
How is that Diaz fouling him?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Did Matip foul?
Let's see.
It was Palini, I think, isn't it? Let's see.
I mean,
there's not a lot there, really, is there?
That's much more of a foul than what happened to Fabinho
a
minute earlier.
I don't think any of them were fouls. I don't think that was a foul by Diaz in the other side, by the way, either. I think in the end, the ref the crowd got on his back a little bit, then he just give one.
Well, Fulham giving as good as they got.
Well, mate, 26 minutes, and it's a relatively even game. No goalies really had to make a save of note.
No. After that goalie's been
well, there's been no shots on neither one a shot on target from either side yet.
Thiago, Diaz, Firmino, nice little ball. So Robbo, Diaz. Robbo on the overlap. Diaz comes back inside, dribbles, gets absolutely cleaned out there. Is that the same lad? No. Cabano, the guy from my bet team, I could do with him not getting yellow carded or just get sent off so it benefits Liverpool in the game. Because one important thing we got to remember every single year we do this, we get a bit sucked into the importance of our fantasy teams. I will happily take a hit on my fantasy teams in terms of red cards and goals conceded if it means that Liverpool are smashing it. So that's an important distinction we all need to remember. Right, so let's have a little song while we're waiting. Let's have Campione.
How can they argue about that being a foul? Clean them out.
But the referee's feeding into it because of some of the stuff he's let go. Yeah, and it's like it becomes a bit of a point-proving exercise. And they'll go, well, look at that. And it's like, well, no, that's obviously a foul, isn't it? Okay.
Trent or Robbo, who do you think? In swinger, out swinger?
Robbo. Floated.
Verge at the back toe.
Yeah, Van Dijk knocked down.
Yeah, you're right, Robbo's going to take it.
Doesn't reach him. It's going to drop to Mohamed Salah on the edge.
Nice.
Lovely little pass. Fabinho tries the cross block corner to Liverpool.
Lovely reverse ball by Mohamed Salah. Yeah. It looked all the world that he was going to play the shot.
Yeah, because
why wouldn't you think Mo Salah's going to shoot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shorts on here. Go on, give me. Yeah. Mate, I had one Trent in that space. Liverpool decided not to bother.
There's not a single Liverpool player in the 18-yard box at that point.
Trent, innit? He scored from there himself.
All right. Right, corner. Trent will take it. Far side of the pitch.
Come on,
out swinger.
Go on, Virgil. Virgil's it.
Virg, Matip, Fabinho all lining up around the penalty spot. Left arm in the air from Trent. Whips it towards that spot. Oh, headed away for now. Henderson chest it down. Goes for the volley. Blocked. Salah plays it in behind. Bobby Firmino, I think he knew he was offside there. And Fulham are going to look for the quick breakaway. They've goalie smashed that one over the top. It's a big old chase back from Andy Robertson. He's just about dealt with it for now, but not conclusively.
Ali.
Jordan Henderson gets his head in the way, and it's a corner.
He got there and then didn't clear it, and just give it straight back to Anders Pears. It's a clever move from Fulham. It's very reminiscent of Alisson to Mo Salah against Man United all those years ago. Robbo gets there and just doesn't deal very well, to be honest. Pereira's cross comes in, and it's, again, look at that. It's the captain who's got back quickest to knock it behind for corners. Good quick goalkeeping.
Sean Dolan, €5. Went to see Bullet Train yesterday with 3 friends. It was 2 hours, but it went by very quickly.
I think they just had to score off a corner.
I got it. Nearly scored, and that would have been poor form for me to not pay attention to them scoring a goal. But you've totally up and utterly just stepped on his.
Keane's joke. It wasn't funny to me, sus. Thanks for the money though.
I laughed.
I think he just had to score off a corner.
Yeah.
Didn't. Yeah.
Idiot. Thanks for that, mate. Right, yes, Liverpool have the ball, Trent right hand side. Again, just a little too direct at times. It's not working. Going long has not worked for us at all in this game.
It's just been accurate. The space is there to play it in behind them. We just haven't found it or found the man. It's just been everything's been met by a Fulham head.
New name in creation has been meant for 11 months. Says, hope we can humble these relegation merchants. That would be nice.
Yeah, that's crack on. Again, it's good pressing. We should get the ball away again. Liverpool got more defending to do. But not great, that.
Sorry, mate. I'll stop calling you Sean.
It's Keane, isn't it?
I have this with. Oh Christ! On the volley, blocked.
Nice.
With.
Oh no! Be careful. Don't foul him.
Bobby's wrong side. The cross comes across. It's whipped. No one's got on the end of it. Liverpool managed to ride.
Virgil was holding his stomach there, Paul, and playing everyone on side. It looked like he might have been winded or something, but the ball just ricocheted through. Watch, he's about 5 yards behind everyone else. So the guy is on side, but then luckily again, Trent just gets around on the cover. I don't know what happened in the first instance. Yeah, Virgil, to be honest, they run into each other, so he kind of tries to pin Virgil, blocks him off. Watch it. I think it's Mitrovic slips. And that just wins Virgil with his arse, essentially. And that's why they're both laying on the floor. But Reed's shot is well blocked by Robertson. Yeah. He some power on that.
Anyway, what I was saying is I'm quite good with languages, generally speaking, and therefore the sounds that things make, but like Gaelic names,
it's horrendous.
Throw me.
Yeah.
They make no grammatical, logical sense to me.
No, yeah, it's not. I can't get my head around it. Siobhan having a bee in it. I'll never do it.
Right, so 31 and a half minutes played. Still no break in the deadlock between the two teams at Craven Cottage. Don't forget you can get song requests in. Any thoughts you want to get across, use the live chat. We're getting closer to that 1,000k likes. We are on 904. So if you wonder why Liverpool aren't in the lead, it's because we haven't had 1,000 likes yet.
Hendo's gone down and stayed down.
I don't make the rules, but those are the rules.
He's gone down.
Obviously, I make the rules.
Sorry, he's gone down there, Henderson. I don't think anyone touched them. Yeah, which is always a big concern.
Fulham building down this right hand side.
I think it was Henderson.
Again gets across. It's a good cross this time. It's a header, and it's in. Fulham have taken the lead. Big header at the back post, and of course it's that man. It is Alexander Mitrovic. Liverpool have been living dangerously a little bit on those crosses. That was, it was a perfect cross. It was brilliantly met. I'm not sure what more Trent could do. I'll have to watch it back again. But, yep, Liverpool have not built on getting back in the game after that first 15 minutes, and Fulham have got the lead. Yeah,
if they were going to score, we knew who was going to score it. It's Mitrovic's head. Liverpool, to be honest, it's been an even game. We haven't been that great. Either Henderson just is down, and he stays down again off the ball, trying to play a long ball over the top. He's down on the floor. The ball is played. Is he offside? I don't know. We'll come back to that in a minute. They build up down the right-hand side.
Yeah, just a little deep there if we're looking for offside.
It's a deflection on the cross, takes it, and Mitrovic just outpowers Trent at the back post.
Yeah. You're right. It's that little touch on the
Trent
cross.
Trent just never gets off the ground. It nicks up in the air, but watch Mitrovic just leans all over Alexander-Arnold. He just can't get up in the sky. Arm on his shoulder, but I don't think it's a foul. Maybe
he put two arms on the defender. I don't think they'll give it, but I mean, if that happens in the midfield, I'm not sure that's not a foul. I mean, look, Liverpool need to be better in this game, to be perfectly honest. It is a good header. It's exactly what you'd expect from Mitrovic. That's what he's going to do to you. Interesting. Pep Linders there just pointing something out to the fourth official. Don't know whether anything will come of it, of course. And we need to see what's happened with Jordan Henderson. But there you go. Fulham 1, Liverpool 0. Not the start of the campaign we were all looking for, to say the very least. But it is what it is. 33 minutes played. Let's have a little song and see if we can't get this.
Hendo's down. He's hurt his ankle. Was he fouled?
Oh,
he was fouled as well. I don't know if you can go back that far with a VAR challenge. He was fouled. He's smacked on the ankle. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. I thought this might have been offside, this pass there, but he's not because it's the centre arse playing him on. And like I say, it's a good cross. It takes a deflection.
It's the deflection that does it because it gives it that extra height. If that doesn't take the deflection, I think Trent deals with that comfortably. But it puts it into Mitrovic's territory, because if that's 6 inches lower, he's not in the conversation for it.
Yeah, I think
Jurgen's not happy there. He's smiling in his playful sort of way.
I think he's asking for the foul. I mean, the goal's given, we're playing on, but I think he wants the foul on Endo. I don't think you're ever going to go back that far. Fucking hell, Liverpool.
And Fulham flying forward here. Alisson comes out and gets the ball. Well done.
Yeah, it's not, like I say, Hendo was fouled, but again, there was so much happened after that. But yeah, to be honest, if they were going to score, it was going to be Mitrovic. He was probably going to be a header. I know Trent's a bit unlucky, but he doesn't even get off the ground, and that's the thing there. Yeah. It's hard. Mitrovic is big, strong fella and stuff, but he just leans all over Trent.
You can't get off the ground because
when he's leaning on you.
No, but if he gets off the ground, he's too high. What's he doing with the ball if he gets off the ground?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's and incredibly difficult to deal with cross. Because again, because of the deflection on the way. But if Trent gets up, he's chesting it down at the back post.
I wonder if Ali might be disappointed with this.
Bobby for me, yeah, he does get sucked in a little bit. Actually, he doesn't quite react. But anyway, it is what it is. It's a good cross and it's a good header. Deep ball to the back post doesn't make Robertson. Liverpool need to try and keep this one penned in. Thiago gets it back off Matip, looks up, shifts the play back over to that left-hand side, and Andy Robertson. Diaz is inside him. Probably took slightly too much of a touch there, but Diaz does get it. Needs movement ahead of him, has none. Instead chooses to go square to Fabinho. Josh Hunter with the super chat saying, looks second to everything, to be honest, getting bullied a bit. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna go to bat for anything, in defence of the team in that regard. At the minute, Liverpool just need to be better. Matip, Salah, Trent ahead of him. They just hand it off to one another there. Trent with the cross. Great run from Robertson. Robertson arriving. Great. Oh, lucky. What play from Liverpool there. And it was just fizzed across the goal line, and Diaz just couldn't quite get a toe on it.
It's a great ball from Trent.
Great run as well from Robertson.
Trent's pass is magnificent. Robbo, good touch. Fires it across, and it's about half a yard in front of Luis Diaz. Sliding in. He absolutely wellies it. Yeah. Just can't get there.
I don't know whether it's possible to sort of cushion side foot that a little bit more, but he does. He volleys it, and that means that you've basically already got to be there if you're trying to get on the end.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a shot technique, isn't it? With the laces.
Well, Liverpool's two most encouraging moments have come with Andy Robertson getting into the box, albeit one of them was offside.
Yeah.
Need to get a bit more of that.
Nice to be sprung, yeah.
Bobby Firmino. Thiago tries the little lollipop and gets tackled. Robertson flies in and gives away the free kick inside Fulham's half.
Yeah, not how we expected it. Is Darwin getting one early doors?
Liverpool. What Liverpool will do is they'll be looking to make a shift in attitude or approach, or a small tactical change to get themselves something extra from this game, because it's not a million miles away. We haven't done enough this half, but we've had a couple of those moments where it has worked. They just need to work out what it was that made those moments.
Yeah, well, there's been one shot on target in the whole game, and it's 1-0 to Fulham. I mean, that's the difference. No one's created anything of note other than that one, and they got the goal. We haven't tested this goal. They're trying to sell this goal. Well, he's not going to play next week probably. They've literally replaced him. Yeah. And we haven't tested him at all.
Jordan Henderson. Right, goes out again. It's just, you're right. The passing so far has all just been a little bit too ragged for what we need.
It's just a chaotic game, and that's playing into their hands, because that's what they want.
Yeah. Go now, Jordan Henderson winding that right hand side. Nice. Lovely ball in behind. Salah. Still Mohamed Salah cutting into his left foot. He needs support from midfield. It doesn't arrive. He has to slow it down. Henderson. Thiago. Liverpool have kept it alive. Thiago. Diaz. Oh! Rattles the woodwork. Left-footed strike. Trent with the cross. Still alive. Still Diaz. He's collected at the back post. Thiago. No. Nice idea. Henderson clipped on the way through. Luis Diaz again showing what a danger he can be.
It was nice from Thiago. Yeah, Diaz gets the byline, goes to the... Again, it might have a deflection as well. Does it? Yeah, it does. Deflects off Tete, I think, and onto the post. I think that's a block by the defender, actually. But
that's really good. I mean, that's two. I mean, again, the first one's offside that he curls into the top corner, but he's curled one right-footed in. That's a left-footed strike that he's hit the post. Very, very encouraging from Diaz. Already proved himself a threat inside the 18-yard box.
Since their goal, we've had a couple of nearly chances.
Yeah, it's Fabinho, brilliant, keeping it penned in. That's a twat.
What's that?
He has absolutely hammered that all the way back to the Fulham goalkeeper. No chance anyone's catching that, and Liverpool will have to wait to go again. Okay, right. Let's have the Mo Salah song.
Why not? Get up. He's off the pitch. Why do we have to wait? He's going to walk onto the pitch now, isn't he? Pereira's gone down on the... Not wrong with him.
Joel Matip just chested him. Look at Matip. I love Joel Matip's reaction to the best things in the world, aren't
he hasn't touched
him. Just... Get up, you twat.
He's off the pitch. We can play
he's off the pitch. Let him be off the pitch.
Short
throw in. Trent to Fabinho. Fabinho gets it back off. Thiago turns on it, gives it back to Thiago Alcantara. Looks up, left-footed ball to Trent. Trent's got nothing that he's happy with ahead of him. He then retreats to Joel Matip. Could do with just getting something, just even if it's just snatching something in this next couple of minutes before we get into half-time.
Nice.
Diaz, lets it run across his body, but then he's very well marshalled there.
That's good though.
Well done.
Play on.
Virgil. Liverpool trying to keep it alive. Referee finally gives the free kick. Diaz fouled again.
Was it Mitrovic who class? I can't see. Someone come right through him. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh
Landers.
God! Look at his leg. Just gets stuck under him there. Oh, he stands on his ankle.
And then lands on his leg. Look, he's got lucky there if he's not hurt. Free kick anyway. Yeah.
Yep. Jordan Henderson's got the ball.
We've actually been better since they scored. But yeah, we haven't, again, no shot on targets. The story of this game.
Yep.
Thiago's going to take this one.
Thiago's he going to try and float?
Sure, passes the one here. Give it to Hendo there.
You've said
Oh, there you go.
defenders.
To Robbo.
Here's Robbo. Gives it back to Thiago. Back to Robertson.
Nice.
Liverpool trying to craft a decent crossing opportunity. Robertson, it's deep, it's high, it's over the head of everyone. It's going to drop to Trent. Salah, Fabinho's inside him. Salah gives it back to Trent. Trent with the cross again this time. Ooh, he didn't need to head it, but it drops to Robertson. Flick on again. Oh, Liverpool just can't quite get a decent connection on it. I'm not sure that's a free kick.
Well, he
play
in.
on. Henderson. Yeah. Diaz, Bobby Firmino, will collect it left corner of the penalty area. He's got 3 men boxing him in. Goes back to Thiago. Good spell of possession for Liverpool in the right areas of the pitch. Trent with a twat of a touch. And he's whipped it in.
Get on ball against them.
Brilliant. There you go.
Trent isn't having his best game.
No, if you want to sum up how well Liverpool's first half's gone, it's Trent's just basically flicked the ball up with a heavy touch and handballed it. 30 minutes, just under, of normal time remaining in this first half. Let's have another song.
Hot day there. We had the old Fulham, didn't it?
That Nana there's having a great time. Free kick then to Fulham inside the half. They're happy to just run this one down. He's suspecting unless they can snatch another big header there from Andy Robertson. It's not really
strange header. Yeah.
Trent has to get up. Thiago can't win it. Fabinho left-footed volley just straight up into the air. Henderson loses it in the sun for a moment. Salah's battling. Fulham again come away with the ball.
Scrappy, man. It's too scrappy for Liverpool.
This
is their game.
Shoulder to shoulder. Brilliant play, Thiago Alcantara. Robertson, he goes long. Diaz fighting, but again,
second balls, lads. Second balls.
Bobby.
How muscled a little bit there.
Thiago gets up, wins it. Lovely. Oh, but again,
I don't think Roberto Firmino's playing well, and that's affecting us because he's one you need, like, you know, to hold that ball up or win those second balls. He hasn't really done it.
No. Van Dijk goes down the channel and again Fulham meet it. That's when we've gone direct. Fulham have met us really well. They've won a lot of the aerial battles in that final third.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Firmino sent chasing, knocks it, a heavy touch all the way back to Alisson. Alisson will just give it off to Joel Matip, and Liverpool will look to build again as we enter.
I feel like we've been dragged into the game Fulham wants, not the game Liverpool wants.
No.
Scrappy, long ball, back and forward battling. We don't need that. Like that's
the lynch between midfield and attack hasn't been there.
And Virgil just hasn't got the radar going on his long passing either. But he's not even close. That's miles off that. Yeah, we just again Liverpool. Everyone's at like 70, aren't they? No one's really at it.
Said this is the game where you need to be quick and tight and intricate with your passing, and it's not been. Because it's the first game of the season, and that we might need to find another way to make it work if we can't rely on that. Trent with the big switch doesn't have the range, doesn't have the distance, and Fulham can come forward again. Liverpool going to have to backtrack. Well cut out by Joel Matip.
Needed to be as well because he was off his shoulder, wasn't he?
Firmino, Robertson, Van Dijk, Fabinho now. Fabinho, Henderson, Joel Matip, Liverpool. Yeah, Fulham are happy for us to have it in the back line. And push it further forward now. Salah's running along that front line. He's just trying to make himself a nuisance. He hasn't received the ball yet. They've put the other side where we've had the most joy. Diaz wide on that left hand side, little point ahead of him.
Surely that's a foul.
He's fouled, but he still keeps going. I mean, there's no advantage there because they've got more men back. Thiago switches it, it's behind Trent, he has to reclaim, he's got Matip, uses him. We're into added on time here. There's going to be 2 minutes, 15 seconds gone already. Diaz with the header, silly.
He's trying to score.
I think he's tried to score there, Steve, which is absolutely ridiculous if that's the case.
The switch is on a lot, and it's found him at the back post, and he heads it. He just heads it straight to the goalie's hand. It's got to go back across goal. It was just
his body shape didn't look like he's trying to square the header there.
No,
It looked like he was trying to push it on towards the goalie. But
you either take a touch and try and shoot, or you knock it back across goal. And
it looked more like he was trying to win it back to his own goalie.
Yeah, it was strange. Strange.
Yeah, just over a minute of injury time left in this game. It's gone out for a Liverpool throw-in inside our half, near side of the pitch. Robertson will take it quickly.
It's got to be a big improvement after half time, because, like I say, it's.
Yeah, Fulham, we've absolutely made up.
They've done well, and they've harried us, but we've not responded to the way that they wanted to play well. We've been too loose with the passing. Just give the ball away far too easily, like I say. Again, the goalie hasn't to make a save, Paul. It's the ultimate. I know we've hit the post, but the goalie hasn't saved a shot.
Yeah, ball over the top for Salah to chase down now. Good defender for Fulham, but he's just hoofed that one up in the air. Can Liverpool win the second ball? The answer again is no. Fabinho wins the third ball out. Trent with the cross. No, lovely little dink inside to Fabinho. Fabinho's got a battle, does brilliantly. Henderson keeps it alive. Matip. Virgil, this is going to be the last, you guess, action of the first half. Can Liverpool craft anything in these final few seconds? No.
Not a corner. Didn't they get the block on that?
It doesn't look like it, not by the way. They're not chasing that one down. Goal kick to Fulham.
That'll be half time, won't it? And yeah, it's 1-0. We're going back to the goal again. It's down the left-hand side, overlap and run. Again, the cross does take a nick off Robertson. Trent at the back post is just bullied by Mitch. I think Alisson will be disappointed with that. Mm-hmm. The more I've seen it, he's kind of found himself in a strange position. Liverpool didn't cover themselves in glory in that goal, to be honest.
No, but sometimes you've got to say, a good cross in the right area with a target man, he's going to win. Target men are going to win headers like that. Right, it is half-time at Craven Cottage. Liverpool's season has not gotten off to the stellar start we were all hoping for. We're going to have a little bit of a chat through the ins and outs of that half. Get your thoughts in the live chat comments right now. If you are a club legend, of course, use the live chat channel over in the Discord. The wonderful gif here which sums it up perfectly of Jurgen Klopp in the Discord, which we can see, that's exactly what Jurgen's probably going to be like as he
smashing
the Craven Cottage changes. Half-time question from Raymond D says, if the LFC squad was a box of sex toys, Diaz would be a bullet vibrator. What would the rest of the squad be? We're not going to answer that, but you can answer that if you would like. How's your sex toy knowledge? I don't think Jurgen Klopp will go in and be throwing teacups around the changes necessarily. But what's worked for Liverpool that half, if anything?
The switch of play from the right to left has got us in 3 times, and we just haven't quite capitalised on it. Yeah. Whether it's a poor choice by Diaz with the header, a bit unlucky we obviously hit the post. Robertson probably overcooks the omelette when he's trying to get that cross/shot in. So that's been the key, is that we've actually attacked a lot down the left. It's actually the way around. It's going down the right and getting it quickly over to the left has found a bit of space for us. But all in all, like I say, I don't think Fulham have been better than us, but it's been even, and that should never be the case anyway.
I think you would say Fulham are having a good game.
Fulham
are playing well. Fulham are a newly promoted side, albeit the one that was the best team in the Championship last season. Scored 106 goals. They scored last year. They're going to be an attacking threat. They're playing football in inverted commas the right way. They're getting in Liverpool's faces. And what's interesting about how they played was they were doing it. They were a very high press in the game start, and we really struggled to settle into the game. And I thought 2 things. I think you can only keep that up for so long. So the intensity dropped. Liverpool got hold of the ball and started managing the tempo of the game better, and we looked good for probably the next 5 or 10 minutes after that. But we didn't progress from there, and instead what happened was they dropped deeper. There was no space for us to wait. They've actually had a really nice mesh of getting up in our face, being high press, but also being low block when they've needed to as well. And can they keep that up for a full 90 minutes will be a big question, because I do think Liverpool, because of the attacking options we've got, have got more strings to our bow to go to freshen things up. Yeah. But we've just not been able to make it stick, because their anticipation of our balls in the final third has been excellent. Bobby Firmino's not been able to link up properly. I barely see. I can't even think of an opportunity when he's linked up with Salah. He's linked up a little bit better with Diaz. And the Robertson-Diaz link-up's been okay as well. But yeah, Henderson has been doing a lot of the right things, but just a couple of times where we've done really well to work it to a point and the final ball's not been there, or as I said, the second ball or the third ball in a passing system has been the one that's let us down.
Yeah.
That'll come good. Well, if it doesn't come good, we won't win the game, because you can't come good if you can't string 3 passes together. You don't expect to win football matches. But we've got the players who can certainly make those passes. They just look a little bit off it at the minute.
Yeah, I think, again, Trent hasn't had a particularly good game with the ball. I actually don't think Firmino's played well at all, if truth be told. I know he slides Robbo in, but he was miles offside. But I think those two not playing well is really hurting us, because that's your creative outlet with the ball, and your centre forward making a step. And also, like Virgil with the ball, the long ball's been on to Mo Salah 3 or 4 times and he hasn't hit it. So everyone's just been undercooked. And Fulham, to be fair, They dragged us into the game they wanted to play, and we're now in the game that Fulham wanted. It's been scrappy, end-to-end, fast-paced, chaotic, like a bounce of a ball or a deflection, that kind of game. They've dragged us down to a level, and they're playing well, and we haven't responded particularly well. I think it's hard to look at anyone who you think who's having a really great game for Liverpool, if truth be told. I think Robertson's been bright, Diaz has been bright, but there's not a lot going on, really.
Yeah, Steele here in our Discord says, this may sound controversial, but I am displeased with that half of football. yeah, fair play, mate. Absolutely nailed it. Jive Henry says, I was shocked to see how much possession we had, because it felt like we had none in the first 10 minutes. And you're right, but because we're so used to Liverpool being the dominant football team, I think Fulham seem to have just caught us by surprise by how progressive they've tried to be, and I don't know whether we were expecting us to have it all our own way a little bit. We're gonna have to dig deep and work for but that's the mark of a really, really good team. Fulham haven't respected us, and most teams in the Premier League last season, for the last few seasons, give us so much respect, and that's the respect is they don't, they'll park, they won't get in our faces, they'll do everything to preserve themselves. Fulham have tried to get front foot, which I think is really good. Yeah, good point here from Raymond. Said, not sure Paul read that whole question before committing to read it out loud. That's absolutely true, mate. Well done. Spotted that one.
Trig Josh, can I ask you one from Trig Josh? Now there's 5 subs, I think Klopp's going to use them. What do you think his go-to moves are?
Nunez,
thanks for the super chat, by the way.
Nunez is the big one. Nunez and
Harvey or Carvalho.
All three of them will come on in this game. My ideal was like Norwich last season, a bit where I think we bring Firmino on and it's like he gets to add a goal at the end. That was what I was hoping. I don't think it will be like that this time around. It feels like we might need to go more. The first 15 minutes of the second half is going to be telling, because look, Liverpool have got the players on the pitch to win this game. They just need to be better at what they're doing. They need to figure it out themselves and go and be better. I want that. That's a bad world for, if this is our best 11 we've got out on the pitch that we can put out at the minute. If they can't sort it out, I wouldn't want to be throwing Nunez, Elliott and Carvalho in to fix it, because they're 3 young lads.
But you might have to, mightn't you?
No, you might have to.
Don't want to.
But no one will want that, and the lads on the pitch won't want that either, because you're putting, all of a sudden, this is a Liverpool team that wants to be challenging for all honours, and we're putting our fate into the hands of 2 19-year-olds and a 22-year-old, or 20, whatever Nunez is. That's bad. They don't want that to happen, so they need to get their act together. The main lads, to be perfectly honest. Quadbot23 saying, mate, I think we all need to calm the fuck down, let the boys do what they do. Press from Fulham will start to crumble, we will score. Yeah, look, I feel confident that Liverpool will get back on top. Why wouldn't I? But also, and again, look, we've had this all pre-season. We've had this since time immemorial, since comment sections existed. People portray things as being worse than they are sometimes. No one's going to sit here and say Liverpool losing 1-0 to Fulham is by any way a good situation, but we're 45 minutes into the new season. Liverpool should have enough to turn this round, and if they don't, that will be something they need to fix and get their heads around. We're traditionally much better in second halves of football under Jurgen than we are in firsts.
You'd like to hope that whoever's been watching the analysts and stuff have spotted a couple of things that they pass on to them.
That's why Jurgen runs down the tunnel at half time, because he wants as much time with his analysts as possible, and they'll have between 1 and 3 little points, and they'll go, yeah, just move yourself into this position a little bit more. Yeah, just do this. My concern on how we played is the short passing game they cut our short passing game off through the middle really, really well. And you can see Diaz got snapped, Thiago got snapped. And I think that impacted us a little bit too much. I think we need to go back to that and we need to stick with that till we get it right. Because when we then go direct, the midfield's not working. We're not winning the midfield battle. The midfield are getting possession. Thiago and Fabinho picking the ball up in our half. So they're getting plenty of the ball, but they're not getting it where we need them to have the ball.
Yeah.
They need to be a little bit braver in what they do in the start of that second half. I think Jordan Henderson's been performing that role okay, but we need to use him a bit more. We need to get him on the run a little bit more in that sort of more advanced 8 position. But that, again, we need to conquer the middle of the pitch. The big switch is working okay for us, but we're not the spine of the
we haven't played through the middle at all, have we? Right, and I think Firmino struggling hasn't helped out as well. Yes. We've got $5 from Broker who says passing's been too slow. The mentality's been slow and the midfield's been too advanced with low energy. I hope Klopp takes it to them now, clean it up. And I don't know if it's too slow. I think the opposite. I think they've been too chaotic. I think Fulham were into it straight away and they forced Liverpool into mistakes. I'm going back to their goal, right? That's a foul on Henderson. I'm not going to. It is what it is, and it's there's enough time to do stuff about it. But if the ref just I think that's what Jurgen was upset about. If he just blows his whistle, that's just not an excuse for Liverpool. By the way, Liverpool should have still done better, but that's a foul. And yeah, I don't know if it's too slow. I think, like I say, if anything, it's been no one's been able to slow it down. Like,
yeah, our long passing's been crap, and it's a good comment here from Leach 96. It says Salah needs to get into the game more. That ball from Virgil needs to be 100%. Better. Absolutely, Virgil's passing's been off today. Trent passing apart from his crossfield balls has been off today. Even Thiago, everyone's passing's been off. That's the thing. And it's because we're playing it at a breakneck speed. That little spell, 10 minutes, about 15 to 25, maybe, where we got on the ball a bit more and we go slow, right, we'll move it around, bang, we'll accelerate and make things happen. That's what we need to do. Or we do need to be a little bit more. We just need to be more accurate in our quick transitions and passes.
Virgil, can I show you this? If you don't mind bringing it up on the iPad, Joe, it's from Virgil. Like I say, he's played 8 long balls and only 4 of them have found the target. I'm not sure you can see that on the screen because of the size of it. He's lost possession 8 times. Accurate passes 46 or 85%. But yeah, he's basically half of those long. He's played 8 of them and 4 have only got there, and that's not like him because the ones that have missed by miles.
It's got to be used sparingly, and I think that's a little bit too. Again, we're just seeing a little bit. It feels like Liverpool are trying to be the team that they were when everything was up and running and they were fully fit and sharp. They've not earned that yet. You're not earned the right to be stroking 70-yard balls around the pitch yet. You've got to build up to it. Use it sparingly, use it here and there, change things up a little bit. And that's one good thing about what I think we need to see a little bit more in the second half. They will have gone in. Fulham will be sat in the changes now, and they've identified the Robertson overlap and Diaz at the back post, and they'll be saying, right, let's make sure we cut that out. But when they do that, they'll move men over. Liverpool need to be sat there going, they're going to counteract our left-hand side. It's time for our right-hand side to really get into the game here. Exactly. Big half for Mo. Right, we're going to have a very short break. We're going to return with the second half. Here's some things that we think you should have more of in your life.
It is fucking August. It's baking hot. I'm not filming this in July in the middle of a heat wave. And we've got an incredible Club Legend competition for you this August. It is a signed Rome 77 shirt, and it's signed by none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Phil Thompson. To be involved, if you're a club captain, go over to redmenplus.com and upgrade your subscription to Club Legend. If you're brand new to Redmen TV, then get over to redmenplus.com, sign up as a Club Legend. You could win this incredible prize and other prizes that we give away for some reason every single month.
Hey guys, the new season is upon us, and over on redmenplus.com we've got you covered in every single way. We've got the Final Word show, we've got Journo Insight with Neil Jones, we've got Opposition Previews, we've got the Stat Show with Chris Pajak, we've got the Club Legends show, and tons more. All of this content is available in video and podcast forms. So if you want even more amazing Liverpool content in your lives, head on over to redmenplus.com and sign up from as little as £5 a month. I promise you won't regret it. The content's amazing. You're going to have a ball. So go ahead on over to redmenplus.com and sign up now.
Hey, welcome back to the Watchalong here on Redmen. If you haven't already done so, drop a like on the live stream. That would help.
Chloe's at the ground and she's WhatsApped me saying Jurgen's come out early and the players, he sent them out early as well. Is it Chloe's exact words? The lads are all out. That must have been a big old talk, that, because Jurgen's walked out on the pitch before them already. It looks like Jurgen's got off with a cob on and the lads have followed them out. Like when your missus slams the door and you got to
sit.
Yeah, they were sit on the couch or they were walk into the kitchen with her. It looks like the lads have very much walked into the kitchen.
This is not over. Yeah,
that's a bad half though, Paul. And you kind of said it before, fleetingly, but. At the end of last season, we weren't a first half team either. We were a poor first half. We sat in the pissing down rain in Spain thinking, what the fuck's this in Villarreal? Southampton wasn't great. Champions League final, not particularly great, although there's a million circumstances. But yeah, first halves and Liverpool at the end of last season and coming into this year haven't been particularly brilliant. It was only really, I'll be honest, like the City games we've started really well. Yeah. But yeah, in general.
But under Jurgen Klopp, particularly against teams we don't know, we take 45 minutes to kind of work it out, to work them out. And the thing is, Jurgen Klopp will have gone in, but that's really encouraging that they're out, because it means they don't need to dwell on it. It means he's probably said a couple of very, very simple things here. But, you know, is that the case? Can Liverpool act on them? Can Marco Silva do something? Can he out-fox us? We'll find out, of course. But, yeah, we'll see. And again, to the comments reflecting this, Andy App has been a member for 7 months, his first team here on YouTube. Thank you, Andy. Just need a strong start next half. Come on, you Reds. Yeah, absolutely that.
Are you surprised he's not making any subs at half-time?
Not in the slightest.
No, I don't know why.
There's no way he was ever going to make half-time subs on that. Because it's our best team, Steve. This is our best team. These are all brilliant footballers. They're better than Fulham. They just need to go out there and show what they can do. Kick-off approaching any second now. Matt Blakely says, come on, lads. Second half, Salah delight up the Reds. Let's hope so, mate. And the Atticus Finch. 45 minutes into the season, the comment section is already asking questions about the coaching staff and manager decisions. Lol, toxic fans. Look, it is, because we can never read tone.
Be nice.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be knobheads. If you can never read tone in text anyway, and people just this is how people vent. Some of us just turn around to the person sat next to them, or you go with a great game and you shout. This is how people want to vent. People vent how they want to vent, as long as you're not being a knobhead, that's fine. Big header from Fulham, cleared away by Virgil van Dijk. We're underway for the second half. Yeah, if you're just joining us, you can see Fulham 1-0 up after the first half. A fairly lacklustre Reds display in that half, and they'll need to pick it up if they want to get anything from this game. Fulham have been in our faces. They've defended brightly. They've attacked with pace and numbers. Yeah, big test for Liverpool early doors in the new 22-23 season. Fabinho chests it down, flicks it on. That's where Bobby Firmino's got to be.
Yeah, well, that's poor. I don't know if it's poor by Firmino or poor.
It's a bit speculative from Fabinho, to be fair, but he's expecting
someone to be there
in
the middle of the pitch.
Loses out, probably gives away a foul.
Sloppy start to this half as well. Yeah. We're guessing on the game clock, by the way, because BT haven't put theirs up yet, so we've wondering things might be out of sync a little bit. Poor Joe's having a bit of a nightmare there. I think Jordan's and Ayla just fell out, I think. Diaz is stripped and ready to go with just the vest on. He's not going to be hanging around long, I don't think.
Yeah, that's
a sign really when you got with just your vest on.
Yeah,
and the full kit on. Yeah,
that or it's really hot there. And he's just sweating away. Yeah, that or he's not. He's just going, well, I'm defo coming on here. You're bringing me on, aren't you? I'm Darwin Núñez. Yeah, I don't want us to go to Darwin Núñez break glass solutions so early in the season, because I just think it's bad. It's bad mojo. It sets you up for like, well, we're just going to start lumping crosses in or whatever. I don't think the game's set up for him just yet. We shall see though.
You mentioned about starting well, but we haven't.
Yeah.
That's poor by Henderson.
The game has kicked off exactly how it started the first half. It's dead bitty. Fulham are all over us. We can't get a clean touch anywhere on the ball in midfield. Look at that Mitrovic up against Fabinho there.
BT done Joe dirty with the clock. Their clock's wrong, do you think, Joe?
Okay. Joe is adamant that our clock's right, but it doesn't matter, Joe, because people have to sync up to what's on the telly.
If it's wrong after this, we're going to match BT's.
Oh, headed away for now. We'll need to win that for Bobby Firmino loses out again.
I'd get him off, mate. I would go Nunes now.
It's not worked for Bobby at all, this game, has it? No. Here's Diaz. Picks it up. He's got a big ask ahead of himself and he's just knocked it too far and out for a throw.
How long would you wait, though, after not doing it at half-time? You got like 5 minutes then?
Maybe 50, between 55 and 60.
Yeah,
but the psychology of football is a thing that Liverpool think of a lot. And you need to, again, I just think it's if you have to send a bunch of kids on to fix your problems for you, that's not a great situation to be in. But we shall see. Fulham building up down that right-hand side. They're going to look for the cross, little slip. And it will be a goal kick to Liverpool.
Yeah, Tete, was it? I might not have been, actually couldn't see it. Yeah, just slipped as he going to cross in, just slice it straight out of play. Goal kick for us.
Ooh, let's have a song. We've kicked off the second half. Let's have Thiago. Alisson sends it long to
fucking hell, Liverpool, come on. Let's wake up.
Bobby Firmino. That's the thing as well, though, is that normally we don't necessarily need to win first balls when you're going long, but you've got to win second balls. And that's another thing that marks how we play normally.
Someone's going off here. Thiago's injured, I think.
Oh, a little limp from Thiago.
That's not what we need. That's his game done.
Yeah, it's a worry there.
Fucking hell, that's not what we needed. Another injury.
Yeah, and Klopp.
Bloody hell, the start of the season starting to feel like a fucking...
Harvey Elliott's been called back. That is an interesting one.
And Nunes, he's going to do both of them now.
Nunes is coming on straight away. Wow, Liverpool are not fucking about here at all.
Well, it's the rule, isn't it? You can only make subs in 3 goals. So I wonder if there's an injury, you thought, well, I don't want to go single. And then the last sub has to be 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thiago looks uncomfortable, and that's shame. Yeah, just to let you, someone saying about the clock, we've matched up to BT's clock. We're not sure if BT's clock's right, if you're wondering. So, if you wonder what we can see on our screen right now, it's some fella playing with Thiago's leg.
Yeah.
Joe is adamant that the BT clock's wrong, but we've just followed it because we're not cool enough to be different. That's a bad one for Thiago to be going off already this early on in the season.
Yeah. Big moment for Liverpool already.
Elliott and Nunes
50 minutes into the new season. Darwin Nunes looks ready to come on. Harvey Elliott's coming on, and it'd be the interesting about Elliott if it's Thiago.
It's got to be honest.
Well, no, I
can tell you that ball.
No.
Who's going left?
Yeah, exactly. Harvey Elliott hasn't played on the left-hand side. Jordan Henderson's only done it once. And that was last season. That wasn't a particularly good performance. In fact, he did it against Chelsea at Anfield. Second game of the season.
And Bobby is coming off. I think that's right.
Yeah,
he's not had a good game.
It's not been a good game for Roberto Firmino. He's not been able to get in on the ground, and he's certainly not been able to do anything aerially as well. So yeah, Liverpool are not resting on their laurels here. And yeah, the Thiago one is an enforced one. So Harvey Elliott comes on, and as we mentioned, the question is, what do Liverpool do here?
I'm surprised if it's on the left-hand side, because I thought that would be a Carvalho sub if you want to put
that's, yeah, exactly.
He's put Henderson over there, by the way.
Yeah.
Henderson's gone left, and Harvey's going to put on the right. I thought you could just go like for like with Carvalho, but he's chose not to.
Diaz already. Liverpool losing out the gate in the midfield. Fulham have just been in our faces in midfield, and we've not been able to live with it so far.
He's offside.
Ball into the channel.
Why?
And the flag finally goes up. Right, sad. Yeah.
Put your fucking flag up, mate, honestly. Save us all that 5 seconds that you've just wasted for us, honestly. Absolute waste of time. Hopefully that's not a bad one, because Liverpool run out of midfielders. It's been so all the time we need a new midfielder. I've been one of them saying I think we need a new midfielder. I think
not because of volume,
not because of numbers, but just in quality wise. But like they're all injured as well, which doesn't help.
Yeah. Here we go, left hand side. Diaz tracking back to pick the ball up, goes square. So Joel Matip carries it forward himself now. Trent outside of the boot, flick towards Salah, doesn't work. Somehow the ball is still in play. Fulham look a little bit on edge here.
Go on, Trent, take it off him.
Battled. He's done really well to
Wins a corner.
wins a corner. Brilliant,
Nice.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. Well done indeed. Zayn Mayasi says, you can't beat a pub team. Jesus will be top scorer. How do you cope with the Emirates with Sake and Co? I don't know who
Probably
Sake is. Is that type of fish?
Probably just beat us again like we always do.
Right, South. Out swinging cross from Liverpool. Trent takes. Chest it down. It's bobbled. Diaz. Oh, my word. Offside. Flag goes
It looked
up.
offside, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was a chaotic little scramble, though. Let's have a little look at Trent's corner, comes in, nods down. That's close. It's Nunes who's probably offside.
Yeah.
He's very quick with that flag.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It fell into the goalie's hands, but that wasn't the most clear cut offside from that angle.
No. That's it.
Fucking hell, Liverpool, come on!
Dear.
Jesus Christ almighty, we said Liverpool need to start the second half quickly, and they have not done that at all. Jurgen looks furious, and I don't blame him.
Yup.
Poor.
Yeah, I mean, got a comment here from...
Nice, that's better.
From Yoda Johannes saying, I honestly feel like Carvalho on the left would have made more sense. He also knows them. Yeah, I agree on that one. It seems a bit of a strange decision to me. Unless they've decided that Carvalho is he's like a pre-programmed Diaz substitution, which we've seen already.
Yeah, it's strange, I don't know.
I think that's the only answer to that. I think because you're playing players in the wrong position by moving Jordan Henderson.
It might be a hierarchy thing. Elliot's higher up the list than Carvalho, maybe. I don't know. We don't know how ready Carvalho is. It's all I'd say. He plays there, but we don't know, do we?
Yep.
Yeah, this is shite. Honestly, this is fucking crap. They put need to get their act together and pull the fingers out a little bit because they've not played well at all. Yep. Here come Fulham again. Look. That's a foul.
John Matip booted to the floor. Wow. Alisson Becker's got it. Virgil turns on it, strolls out of the 18-yard box. Goes to Robertson. Look at this though. Look, they've got they're basically man marking in midfield when we do that. So the ball to Henderson is immediately cut off. He's getting tracked. And then obviously they're trying to cut out the ball down the line, which is the obvious one which Liverpool don't normally like to play. But what they do like to play when they play the ball to the full-backs is get it into the feet of the centre forward. But they've just got, it just feels like they've got an extra man playing in the middle of the park.
They're almost man marking us, just chasing us around. A bit like the Leeds tactic, isn't it, sometimes?
We just can't get on the ball in any decisive areas of the pitch here at all.
Gonna have to stretch them.
We're going to go again. They're going to go a bit more direct. They're going to go for Nunes. It was just over his head from Robertson's cross. Salah claims it, flicks it back. Harvey Elliott, Trent, Elliott. Oh, nice little side step.
He got away with that one, Trent. Oh no!
And he's just tripped over his own laces there. And Fulham will come away. It's 2-on-2. Pereira makes that run. Tries to play it back. Alisson cut it out. Jesus wept.
That was just Harvey just fell over on the ball just for no reason at all.
Tripped over an invisible leg there.
Virgil did well there. He just read the run. 2-on-2, we defended that really well.
Yeah.
No, there was no confusion. There was no panic. They both just did exactly what they had to do. He's yours, his man. We'll box it off.
There we go. Ball down into the channel. Trent Alexander-Arnold will chase as he got an option. He goes to the edge of the box. Elliott, just miscued the volley. It was a good pick out. It was a good run.
Nice.
Trent, lovely little clip ball to Harvey Elliott. Elliott to the edge to Fabinho. He lets it run. That was not what needed to happen. Henderson goes back in, loses out to Mitrovic. Now, if Mitrovic scores from here, we all want shooting, by the way.
Oh my God.
He's just skinned Virgil van Dijk. That's a good play. That's a really good hold-up play. And here comes Pereira. He's gone for the curler. Blocked. Cleared. Red shirt anywhere? Nope. Still Fulham inside Liverpool's half. They go back to the defence. Fuck me, we've been a little bit better, but also just as bad worse, just as much worse.
Say, what are you watching? No. There we go. No, Jordan, fucking hell! It's a 5-yard pass. It's like we can't kick a ball to each other at the moment with any of them. Got some defendants here. Cross is going to come in.
Yeah, Fulham holding the ball on that left-hand side. Pereira, give and go, looking to work across an angle. Virgil clears it away. Liverpool just can't win a second ball to save their lives at the moment.
In trouble,
They're in. They're going to go for the shot. It's hit the post. Oh, the inside of the post bounces away. Liverpool ride their luck.
Jeez, that was... We are at 6s and 7s there. We were all over the shop. That was... Honestly, we got dragged from pillar to post. Couldn't win a second ball. Couldn't win a tackle. And we were an inch away from being 2-0 down. So, I mean, the lad's unlucky, isn't he? That could even spin off the post and go in. Even the bounce did us a favour there. Like, if that's going to be your luck.
Absolutely. Right, 57 minutes played. Fulham have another corner, far side of the pitch. Going to go for the outswinger here from Pereira. It's gone short. Looking to build up, looking to try and beat that Liverpool offside trap. Playing it well down that right-hand side, well marshalled by Andy Robertson, by Harvey Elliott, and by Mo Salah. Oh, was he beating the man? Matip clears. Salah's back there. Nice touch. Robertson. Oh my God, we just can't. Oh, it's a shot. It's a good save from Alisson. We just can't
get out.
Yeah, God.
Come on.
Here they come now. Trent under pressure into the channel. Is Darwin Núñez.
Nice ball.
I mean, you got a bit lucky with that one. Salah. Oh my word. We can't play. I couldn't tell you when we've played 3 passes consecutively in their half in this game. It's all Fulham.
They've got a lad down now, which will boot it out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Take a bit of time out of it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is shocking. I think he's already made 2 subs. He could make 3 more. He could take a number of them off. I don't think Jordan's playing well. Not particularly sure. Fabinho's having a good game, to be honest.
Fabinho's just looks really awkward because again, it's how there. James Milner's coming on the pitch. Wow.
Hendo maybe. Yeah, Jurgen's giving Trent a bit of a bollocking. It's fab.
Fabinho's coming.
Yeah, he hasn't played well.
No.
So Hendo's going to go into 6.
Yeah, Hendo will go in the 6, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think he might just give us a little bit more fluidity in there. Fabinho has not had a grip on this game at all. Milner on the left-hand side gives us a little bit more bite. But moreover, he plays on the left of midfield, and he has played on the left of midfield, so at least you're not awkwardly shoehorning another footballer in there for now. Wow, 60 minutes gone. We've made 3 substitutions already. We're a goal down. Thiago's gone off injured. This has not been the best hour.
No, it's been shocking. Liverpool got some work to do.
Indeed.
We'll put it one way, look at that. No, we haven't had a shot on target.
Yeah.
That sums it all up. We have not played well.
Yeah, we've got...
Oh, chance!
In the moment, who's going to react first? Salah! Oh, it's going to drop! Oh, what are you doing?
He should have shot!
He should have had a shot. Núñez has tried to play someone else in. He tried to play Diaz in, I think.
Darwin, he just didn't need to pass
shoot,
that.
Mate. That's what we bought you for.
Fuck. Fulham just sloppy play. Liverpool cut it out.
Alison Becker just blammed it out for a throw-in as well.
Why didn't he shoot, Paul?
Lord, I've got no idea. Is it just that it's just not on? You know,
centre half cut out. He does so well. Liverpool to win it back. Salah flicks it around the corner, forced to Núñez. It's there.
Not sure.
He's trying to play Mo Salah in. Oh, there is a shot on.
I think the defender's got the shock to the far post covered. There's 2 bad passes there. Salah's first little pass should be sending Diaz clean in, and he overhits it, and we get away with it. That it bobbles back to Núñez at all, and then Núñez, you just overhit the square board. Just gotta roll it there.
Are you dead, Joe?
You just killed yourself there, Joe. Yep. Just there a thump. That's better. Milner and Henderson. Milner goes down the line to throw in to Liverpool. Whew. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see that from Núñez' angle. Again, that's the sign of a young lad coming into the team, isn't it? We saw this a bit with Diaz last year, of a little bit too reverential to the other guys. But that's what I said about this is the problem with throwing young lads on trying to win football matches.
Good pass.
It is. Salah's wide right of the 18-yard box. He
seen
needs a
much of
pass.
that, have we?
Trent's just tucked in too high up. He's taking away that passing option. Gets it back. Lovely give and go. Salah across the box. Oh, backheel flick. Well saved. Milner can't get it out from under his feet.
That was a good option by the striker. It was a good save.
Was it Virgil?
Oh, wow.
Was it Núñez with the near post? It was
good
Núñez
skill by Fulham anyway. They're breaking 3 on 3 at the minute. Liverpool have got some defending to do now.
Pereira tries
That's
to
fine.
flick. Virgil beats it. Well done. Better from Liverpool.
It was a good save, that.
It was interesting because Trent's position actually took him out from being the easy pass.
Go on! Go on!
It's chased down for Harvey Elliott. Goalkeeper gets there.
That was Núñez, that.
Oh, Núñez, sorry, you're right. So Trent's position looks stupid there until he gets it, but it gives him the perfect place to give to give and go with Salah. Great ball. Núñez is onside, and he tries the little back heel.
It's the right move. It's the right call. He goes for a little Cruyff flick. It's a good save.
Yeah. Scott Hawks, the super chat. I know we're extending the pre-season through next week, but it looks like their legs have been run off before the game started. Can't remember so many bad passes in one game. Can still turn it round, but bloody hell, yeah, that's it. The fine movements of Liverpool's game have not been here today at all, and maybe that's the thing about Núñez. We can just be a bit more direct, but this is where we're at now. Half an hour left of the game. Fulham have put a lot of energy into this as well. How are they going to hold up? If you can't get something from this game now, then yeah, again, it's going to be on Liverpool. That we'll have to see.
Oh, they're in, Paul. No, Liverpool just about to defend well. Virgil,
nice. Van Dijk, Jordan Henderson gets his head up now, drives forward with it, drops the shoulder probably one too many times there, clips that ball into the channel.
That's shite by Henderson. That's crap. That the pass was there 4 minutes ago, mate. What's he doing there?
He's trying to. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to create an avenue for a better ball.
Didn't work.
No, didn't work. But then nothing else has worked.
Yeah.
Might as well try something fucking different. Matip, Trent, Harvey's inside, doesn't use and goes back to Matip again. Great ball to Milner.
Nice, Liverpool.
Link-up player, Salah. Salah, can he pick out a man? He can do. Núñez. Yes! He's off the mark in the Premier League. Mohamed Salah with the assist. And Liverpool are back in the game. Fulham 1, Liverpool 1, Darwin Núñez 1. Yes!
It's the first. You mentioned before we can't string 3 passes. We string 3 passes together and
all
it worked.
I've said all game is just string 3 passes together and we'll be in.
Brilliant. It was the ball in, ball. Watch this little move. So it starts with Joel Matip, fires one into the midfield. Is that Milner around the corner to Elliott down the line. Mo Salah, it's going to be tight on the offside. We'll come back to it. Hopefully he's on.
Tight on Núñez offside as well.
It's going to be close. It's going to be VAR lines on both of them. It's a lovely finish. He does. It's the same one.
Yeah, the back heel flick again.
There's probably 2 VAR checks on this one.
Yeah, it's exactly the same finish he tries a couple of minutes earlier, and this time
gets it.
He like loops it up. This time it's just a bit of a deflection, but Darwin Núñez has put the ball in the back of the net. He's flicked it over the goalkeeper's shoulder.
I think he flicked it onto the might touch the defender. Yeah. I mean, there's 2 very tight offsides.
Wow.
But it was lovely. The first bit of play, and it was the 2 subs. It was the 3 subs. Linking with Mo Salah. Yeah, we're checking both of these, I think.
Yes,
given. Yes,
it's given. Big celebration from Darwin there. Gives it the heart. What a man. What a guy.
And the subs combined. It's Milner, Elliott and Núñez linking with Mo Salah, of course. It's close on the upside, but again, the deflection actually takes it into Núñez's path. Actually, it's a great finish by the big fella.
Yeah.
There's Mo Salah. Selfish Mo Salah never passes. Just gets more assists than everybody. Mate, you were spot on before. If Liverpool just can string 3 passes, we'll rip through these. What's happening now? Are we not giving it? I thought I saw him celebrate. No, or he's making a sub.
Okay, just turn the song off just in case.
It's taking ages. So it was Matip into Milner, out to Harvey, round to Mo Salah, and we're in. And it's a great finish. It's a great ball by Mo Salah as well.
And this is, again, just bravery through the middle. What Milner's done is really interesting because he's normally...
Come on, get on with the fucking game!
He's normally our left side.
Sorry.
He's moved into a 10. That's a couple of times in the last couple of minutes where he's just gone to the 10 for Liverpool to pick the ball up. Big tactical, big bravery from James Milner to do that in game.
Yeah.
Liverpool going direct this time.
Go on, Mo. Go on,
over on the shoulder.
What a touch.
Great touch, great second touch. Oh, not quite good defended.
Robertson again, is that?
Fulham living on the edge. Trent wins it. Gives Fulham a throw. Much better from Liverpool this last 5 minutes.
Great touch by Mo Salah. Good defender in the end. The defender with the second touch, but it was really nice. But yeah, listen, credit to Jurgen. He took Fab off and put Milner and Elliott as the advanced midfielders, and they both combined for the goal.
Yep.
It's nice for the big fella to get it as well, isn't it? Like, you know, when you sign him.
Yeah, we said this, there's a lot of pressure on him coming into this game. He's challenged with winning the game for Liverpool.
It's a good finish as well. He nearly did it a few minutes earlier, and the goalie saved it, but second time gets it in, switches on to Diaz. If he can get there.
Window goes long. Can we get the flick up?
Yes.
Come on! Núñez to the gate!
Is it
past the goal? Penalty! It's off the line!
Is he not far by the goalie?
Liverpool keep it alive. James Milner's left wing. He needs a ball.
Is that not a foul?
Overlap. Milner's fighting. Milner wins the throw-in. It's going to be looked at. The referee puts a finger to his ear just to check if there is a comment on that one.
I mean, that's the worst replay I've ever seen. Nah, really.
I don't think so.
Núñez did so well. Yeah. He won his own. He flicked on to himself. Gets it past the goalie, and Tim Ream clears off the line.
This is it now. Liverpool much better.
Go on, Mo, have him.
Dangerous. Fulham have got something to lose now.
Nice.
Harvey Elliott overlapping. Great run by the youngster, deflected cross. The keeper should claim it.
Does, yeah.
And does.
Good
Well done.
goalkeeper.
Good challenge from Nunes. Keeper does well.
Yeah, I don't think. Someone asked. I did shout penalty. I don't think it was. I think he runs over the goalie as he's laying on the floor. See the finish again. Was it a?
It's like a little deflection off Ream's knee. I actually
the defender hits onto
Nunes' foot.
Yeah.
Spawned it. Meant. Just shout meant and then run away celebrating. That's what you should do.
It's a Nunes' goal.
Yeah, it is when he gets the last touch. We'll take that.
Yeah, it wasn't. Someone asking what I shouted a penalty. It wasn't a penalty.
Cold Turbo 2006 just dropped to 79p. Thank you so much, Cold Turbo. What a man.
Chill, Steve. What happened to the relaxed Steve? Yeah, fair enough, those guys. I don't know. I hate when the shit. I'm not used to them being shit. That's the problem.
Emotions boil over today.
Have I? A little bit.
I mean,
it's hot in here as well.
Yeah,
so
it's all coming from you.
The steam coming off my ball.
Yeah, like anger in there.
No, it's just frustration. Frustration. If someone's crap, I'll say they're playing crap. That doesn't mean I think they're rubbish.
Spade to spade, me.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, the day's long.
10 round! There was so much space.
Diaz. Goes back to Jordan Henderson.
I've loved Harvey Elliott's performance.
We've looked better with Henderson in the 6 as well. It's an important thing. He's been on the ball more, head up more.
Yes, Millie!
Great run from James Milner. Stands out to the back post. Nunes knocks it down. Diaz with the ball. It's blocked wide.
Great play, Liverpool. Much better. Absolutely brilliant. We're starting to finally midfield runners over the edge. It's Milner again. Yeah. Lovely by Salah. Milner's cross is delightful. Back post. Nunes knocks it across goal, which is the right thing to do.
Defending.
Yeah, Diaz he flicks the left boot at it.
Just tries to get anything on.
And it's good. Yeah, it was good defending.
It's not like a particularly well struck shot, but it's well blocked. Corner, outswinger, far side of the pitch.
Get in the box.
Diaz just making a late run into the box here. Oh, nearly got on the end of it as well. Henderson keeps it alive. Knocks it back. Trent. Seen the run. He's picked out the run. Milner. Is that Milner?
Yeah, he's done well.
Robertson flicks it back to James Milner. Milner's going to cross it in. Back stick. Salah.
Oh!
Save from the goalie there.
Again, no Paul.
The bar, but pressure.
Offside. I think that's got to go across goal anyway from Mo Salah. That's who was offside. So Robertson does well. Finds Millie. Good ball in. Mo's just off. Again, he goes for goal with the header. He might be better leaving that. Or, in fact, Harvey Elliott, if he gives him a shout, wasn't offside. But, I mean, it's hard for Mo Salah not to touch the ball.
Anywhere near him in the 18-yard box. Right, okay. Right, sound. Christ.
The subs have made a big difference.
Mm-hmm. And I said as well, the final half of this game, everyone's still in a weird form of pre-season at this point.
See, we're legs-wise with these as well.
James Milner, though, has been absolutely brilliant.
Him and Elliott have been fantastic. Joel just gives it a poor ball away.
We need to be careful not to overcommit many. Trent's going to have to race back.
Mitrovic one-on-one with Virgil.
Mitrovic versus Virgil. Van Dijk, he's done him. He's clipped him. He's given a penalty. Yeah, Virgil's fouled. Mitrovic is a penalty to Fulham. Blimey. Virgil's saying no. Virgil's saying no chance. He's laughing. I hope he's right to laugh because it did look like Liverpool are remonstrating heavily with the referee here. Alisson, Henderson and Van Dijk are all in front of the ref. He's saying it's going to be checked regardless, mate. Let's have a little look here. Alexander Mitrovic is into the box.
I can't see from that angle.
I can't,
Does he touch him? Does he touch him?
He might touch his right foot as Virgil's foot's coming back down.
Oh, I don't see much in that.
I'm not sure if that's a penalty. Does his
maybe his knee on knee, I don't know.
Knee, but
that's soft. That's a soft one.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty.
I think it was in
Liverpool have just got themselves into the game here.
Are we sure this is a foul?
Yeah, he's definitely a contact knee on knee.
Knee on knee, but I don't know.
Mitrovic's knee sort of ripple. Oh, well, it's going to be a long old wait here. Virgil van Dijk seems pretty upset about it in that, like, he's laughing about it.
He's going to take the pen in it, but they're getting it. There is contact on it. There's contact on his knee.
They're making the point in commentary there as well.
You can't overturn it once
it's obvious because there's enough there to suggest it was a penalty. Oh, well, here we go. Alexander Mitrovic steps up again. Alisson from the spot. Oh, good penalty. Hard low, bottom right-hand side. Fulham back in the lead again. 2-1. Blimey, O'Reilly.
We've just done so well to get back into the game as well.
Yeah.
What I would say to Mitrovic, he does well in the initial point. He has Van Dijk spinning a little bit.
Yeah.
Van Dijk doesn't do particularly well. It's soft, but there is a contact on his knee. But we've just done so well to get back into the game, and then all of a sudden we've got to go and chase it again and score.
Yep.
Liverpool need 2 goals in 18 minutes if they want to win this one. It's a good penalty. Ali goes the right way and just can't get there.
So hard. There's so much power behind that, and it's so well driven.
Yeah, it's a good pen. Fucking hell! After we just took, we were clearly on top as well, and it's just come from nowhere really.
And that's the problem, is that in committing men to attack, you do leave yourself naturally short of the back, but 1v1 defending Virgil van Dijk.
I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see how he got to it in the first place. But yeah, we got a.
Well, and this is what I said I think I said this on the build-up show. This is the problem with Mitrovic. He might just be ready for the Premier League now, and he might be about to score 20-odd goals, carry on the form from the Championship. But it was the worst time to play him because
full of confidence.
Exactly, when you're just coming up before you've hit the wall and you've had to face problems. Salah turning in behind. Fulham have to deal with this one. Oh
no, it's a goal kick to Fulham.
It's a goal kick. Dear me.
I just don't think Virgil dealt with the initial bit really. There was contact with his knee. I don't think he needed to swing a leg at it, but
but the idea is you've got to, because
at some point,
you can't not. You've got to initiate some sort of thing, otherwise you're just But
he let him get into the box before he did it. Yeah, it's usually not Virgil's way, but it was different.
People don't normally take Virgil van Dijk on.
No, yeah, to be fair, like you said, he's full of confidence, isn't he? Why wouldn't you be?
Yeah, well, that's it. It's all been, the touch paper's been.
He's offside, surely.
Offside there. The touch paper has been relit here at Craven Cottage.
Has he not given offside?
Flag does go up brilliantly after we've gone through 3 different players have stressed themselves to get to it. Wow.
Right then, 16 or so minutes to get back in. He's not even get back in. He's scored 2, but yeah. It's one of those, that pen. If the ref doesn't give it, I don't think VAR says it's overturning it. But once he's give it, and there is a touch of knee on knee, he's not going to overturn it. It looked a penalty in first instance.
He's not that. Yeah, you can't say that he's died because there is contact. You can see that the knee hits the knee, doesn't it? Which is annoying, but look, it is what it is.
I think he goes down easily, but
well, yeah, he's gone past Virgil van Dijk, and he's had a little contact. He's in the box. Take it. Yeah, that's good. It's just good centre forward play, isn't it? Yeah, that's a
nice again by Milner.
He's on the top of his game. Well played, James Milner. Robertson, Jordan Henderson spins on it, plays to Joel Matip. I mean, the game's all in front of us now. Jordan Henderson. Again, I think we've been better since we've moved into the 6. And again, it's a little mark of maybe how Fulham have approached it, but can we break them down now? Because there's no need for them to come out at all. This is their game. This is their game to lose now.
He's done well there. All got lucky, one or the other.
Just knocks it out for a Fulham throw. 15 minutes. Can Liverpool turn it back round again? Blimey.
Mitrovic goes inside, he goes round, and Virgil just slings a leg at it. Let's have a little look again. He does go down easily, but I think it's a very good penalty. Like Ali goes to the complete right way, but I don't think he. Someone in the comments saying he's dived. I don't think he's dived. I think he's felt the pen. I think he's felt the knee and gone, I might as well just jump on the floor.
Good throw in there. Jordan Henderson coming forward, little cushion volley over to Darwin Núñez. He's going to take the shot on, fires it across the face of goal. Goal kick to Fulham. Unlucky. That was one of those situations where I'm perfectly happy for him to take the shot on, but then as it develops, you realise you can just curl that across the face of goal. There's a chance Diaz might get on the end of it.
I don't think he was anyway. I don't think he had other option. To cross that, he's got to hold it up for a couple of seconds, hasn't he?
Yeah. Fabio Carvalho is going to be the next sub for Liverpool. Pulls his shirt
Diaz?
On. Diaz will be the one. Unless we're going
Milner at
one
6.
more.
He's not going to take. He can't take Milner or Elliott off now, can he?
No, you're right.
Could be Willie at fullback if he wants.
Maybe take Trent off or Robertson off and put Milner to fullback, and then you put Carvalho.
It's probably going to be Diaz, though, isn't it?
Can Carvalho do what Milner's been doing? Just play a bit of a free roll, just pop up.
I think it's probably going to be left wing. We'll find out in a minute.
That's the natural. That's the natural answer, because again, we've already seen that a bit. We saw that last weekend, didn't we? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, Fabio's about to come on, 77th minute. Liverpool making another sub.
There we go, yeah, here's the substitution. And it is Diaz who's going to be pulled for this one. Yeah, it's just not quite. It's so unfortunate because he's put the ball in the back of the net and he's rattled the post as well. So he's had two big moments. He has another shot that's blocked as well. A bit of a scuff one. He's been a danger, but he's obviously not been able to have that truly telling impact.
Nice reception from the Fulham fans for Fabio. Actually.
Ball smash forward. Fulham will claim, and they will go long themselves and over the top and all the way out for a goal kick.
Luis Diaz is going to get
us a quick
playing ball boy.
To Alisson Becker, yeah. Sounds. Oh God, here we go. We could really do with something in the next couple of minutes if we're going to get anything from this game. Or certainly if we're going to win, we're going to need to score quickly.
This was not
big
in the script.
Stupid to think of this, isn't it? But like, you can't risk the hyperbole of like big 12 minutes in Liverpool's season. But that's of course the disgrace that the title challenges have become. Great ball from Trent over the top. Just doesn't quite reach Milner. Fulham managed to get it clear. And
good defender. He's had a good game, man.
Yeah, they defended brilliantly in this game. The defensive covering's been great. Trent's got the throw in high on that right hand side again. Picks out a man against Jordan Henderson this time. Feeds it on. Matip heads it down. Can't find a red shirt though. Liverpool need to keep him in. Well done, Harvey Elliott. Salah just sells him a little. Trent just sells him a little short.
It's out. Throw into us.
Throw in it to Liverpool. Well done, Liverpool. Good pressing. Good pressing.
He's a handsome job.
Trent with the throw in. It went direct. Didn't quite reach a James Milner fighting into the box.
Corner Reds.
And it does go off for a throw. I couldn't see where the line was. I was like, he left that a bit soon there. Right, yeah. Thrown once again to Liverpool. Not been great from our corners so far.
There's quite a bit of height in there.
Yeah.
Virgil doing, Matip's in there, Nunes, Henderson.
Goes for the near post. It's flicked on. It's on the volley. Oh! Fabio Carvalho just couldn't quite get over it. He arrived right place, right time. Decent strike. But yeah, it just loops. It's dipping, but it's just dipping a bit too late, unfortunately.
He's trying to place in the top corner almost, isn't he?
Some hell technique there. If he's another 10-15 yards further out, it's a goal of the season contender, but as it is, he's effectively just bombed it over the bar. Albeit it felt nice and controlled. Right, here we go. Goal kick to Fulham. He sent everyone down the pitch there. Rodak is going to go long. He's actually going to adjust his laces, of course. Have a little pose. And then send it long down the pitch. Virgil comes out.
Play on.
Man. Referee says play on. Harvey Elliott needs to move this on to Trent. Does. Trent needs support. Oh, it's a great ball forward to Salah. Nunes is in. Salah! Yes! Is it onside? It is. Salah scored. Apparently, it was so underwhelming, the reaction, that I had to pull out on my reactions myself. Liverpool are level in the game. We'll have to double check this, of course.
Mo Salah's got a bit lucky.
I don't know why. Bobbles all over the place. Salah hits the ground in celebration.
How did that happen? It was just a long ball forward by Trent.
It was a great ball from Trent over the top.
Let's have it. Just make sure everyone's on side. So Trent, long ball, onside. It goes over Mo Salah's head, flicks to Darwin Nunes. It goes backwards to Mo Salah. Yeah, it's a perfectly good goal. Does Nunes mean that? Does he mean to pass that, or is he trying to shoot? No, he's just putting a touch on it.
Okay.
Well, he's just trying to get it down, isn't he? It comes off the inside of Darwin Nunes' thigh. No.
Okay, yeah. It's
all
very awkward, but it's in the back of the net. And Liverpool are level with 9 minutes left to go with the game. And let's go again.
And Mo Salah, unsurprisingly, scores on an opening day of the Premier League season yet again. Does it all the time.
Lives for it. Oh my word. Okay, we're into the final 10 minutes of this game. Plus, of course, added on. Don't concede another fucking goal.
Robbo's just been absolutely cleaned out there. They just pinned Mitrovic on Robbo again, and Mitrovic is, I think, just gone through the back of Andy Robbo.
Wow.
Goal and an assist on debut for Darwin Nunes.
Again?
Not sure how much he meant about either of them, to be honest, but it's from...
Yeah, whatever.
We'll worry about that later. Put it in the net and we'll talk about it later.
It's made a massive difference. Just having someone to aim for.
Bit of a focal point.
Yeah, exactly, because that's the point.
Well, we had two up front there, Salah and Nunes.
It's such a weird game, and how they've set up. I said they've got in our faces, but also they've got loads of numbers behind, and Yeah, but also they've left a little bit of space on counter-attacks. It's just everything's just worked better.
Cross for Fulham coming in now. Be careful.
Cross to Mitrovic. Trent helps it on. Good defending. Yeah, obviously the changes, both deliberate and enforced, I've changed our dynamic here completely.
Yep.
James Milner's been brilliant since coming. Henderson's been brilliant since the change. Nunes has just been they call Fabinho the lighthouse, don't they, in the end, but he's been that up front for us since he's come on.
Oh, shocking by Henderson.
Henderson, Liverpool caught out. Fulham can't pick a man out with the cross.
Don't think Jordan's had a good game at all. I know he sponsors us today.
I disagree. I don't think he's been alright.
No,
particularly for the last since the 60-minute mark. I think
we're going long again. Why wouldn't you try and feed Mo Salah?
Yeah.
Robertson's done well.
Stretching
Second balls, like you
Trent
said.
Again.
Go on, Mo.
Sends Mo on the chase. Can't get there. It's cleared away, but Liverpool have another throw in high up.
Got taken quickly as well. Back to Trent.
Yeah, Trent's got it again. He's got no ball inside. He goes back to Henderson. Henderson to Salah. Harvey's made the run. Salah chooses not to use him.
Go on.
Salah. Milner.
No.
Milner keeps it alive. Well done, James Milner. He's got Trent. Trent's going to meet it. He's going to cross it first time. Oh, come on, second balls. Well done, Joe Matip.
Nice.
Oh, Carvey. Go. Oh.
It's got to be a foul. Two of them went down at some point. Have to be well.
Carvalho's a little messy there.
So unlucky. I think Elliott got in the way of the pass through to Salah, where he would have been in, but then it all got a little bit scrappy. I think he just falls on the floor, that fella, but then Carvalho was adjudged to a fouled. Tete, I think it was, yeah.
Big fan of people putting fake scores in the comments.
Stop being clowns. We're telling you if the scores are going in. Don't worry about it. Long ball again. Liverpool deal with it well, though.
Milner, cushion volley into Harvey Elliott in the middle of the pitch, head on a swivel. Lovely little spin there, but gets taken out.
Give us the ball. Give us the ball.
Well done. Fabio wins the ball back by knocking it out of his opponent's hands.
Nice little 360 spin by Elliott.
It was.
He was looking for the overlap and there was no one there, so he had to hold it up.
Yeah.
Getting fouled was about as well as he was going to do. Really.
Harvey, well played.
10. There you go.
Yeah, does really well. But it was Mo Salah just a little bit too.
Yeah, I was surprised about that.
Mo Salah's got it again though. Oh, it was a twat of a ball from Salah. It was
Twice
very much on.
Two very poor passes in a succession from Mo there. And he hadn't made the run in the first place either. It was not Mo's finest 20 seconds in a red shirt.
Wow, God.
That
feeling in the pit of your stomach. It's back, ladies and gentlemen. One game in to the new season. This is massive. Liverpool can get a win here.
Play poorly and win. Good ball. Oh, that wasn't.
A terrible ball.
Right idea. Carvalho get out of it, made in the way.
Virgil to Matip, 5 minutes left of the normal time. You'd expect there'll be a few minutes of injury time.
Turn again.
Good turn.
Go, Mo. Get on your bike.
Mo just keeping the width there. That's why Harvey Elliott needs to find a pass. Dances past his man. Just couldn't play the through ball to Milner. Milner will let it
Mo, give me.
Throw it.
There you go.
Takes it quick to Mo Salah. Good touch back to Milner. Gets it on his left foot.
Oh, it's a shocker.
Yeah, it's so easily anticipated.
Don't foul him.
Referees give the free kick.
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a foul. He's halfway to the ground before we even get a proper tackle on him.
Behave.
Fulham are going to do this though, Steve.
Why wouldn't you? What a point for
them. And
Trent just nudges him a bit. That's frustration, I think, from Alexander-Arnold there.
Yeah. And again, it's a poor ball back to him. It's so obvious that's the pass. Milner, it's the right thing because Milner gets on his left and he can whip a ball in. But we don't want to be at this point just hoping that you can magically pick out a perfect ball with your weak foot from the cross. So it's right to go back to Trent, but it's obviously therefore very easily read because the only option on.
Mitrovic has done well again. Wins it that.
Joe Matip forced to engage. Fulham are doing well here. Pereira holds it up. Brings a man in. Well done, Fabio Carvalho. Liverpool send it quick and over the top, and here's one for Darwin Nunes to chase.
Go on, big fella.
He's going to get there.
Oh, he slipped.
That's his feet taken from him. Manages to hold it up.
He slipped. He slipped and just never quite got it back. Oh, nice.
Well done here.
Who's helped him out there?
Andy Robbo up on the left-hand side.
Darwin. So, don't foul. Oh, stop fouling them, lads. That's exactly what they want. They're going to go down every single time.
Yeah, Fulham just running the clock down here. Of course, they're going to take those fouls.
Yeah, and it's the goalie taking a long goal time over this free kick.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not sitting back. They got caught on a counter there, which, they're not dying wondering, are they?
Yeah, they're not sat behind. I've totally decided to shut up shop, which is again gives us a little bit of hope for the final few minutes, I guess. Yeah, keeper's eating up a good 30-40 seconds there, sends it long.
Virgil
wins the header. Can Liverpool win the second ball? Nope. Nunes wins the third one though. Henderson keeps it alive. Well done, Harvey Elliott. He's got options in front of him. Sends Mo Salah into channel. That's really good defending. Just shutting the door on Mo, goalkeeper.
That was Robinson. He's had a good game.
Sends it long. Henderson gets climbed all over by Mitrovic. Trent wins it and knocks it on. Salah.
Offside.
Yeah, he's coming back from an offside position. Silly Mo. Silly.
Fulham are going to their bench.
Good point here from Scott Brown in the comments saying these were not fouls in the first half. Yeah, I know. Is what it is, isn't it? Fulham going to make another substitution. Kearney, is that coming on the pitch eventually? More to eat up time, I think, as much as anything else. Maybe get another defensive player, a more defensive-minded player on the pitch. Again, the goalkeeper taking his time. 2 minutes of normal time remain. He sends it long, goes out wide. Robertson misses the header. And they buy a throwing off him. Mitrovic's had a really good game.
He's been the best player for the years.
And here comes the Fulham substitution. Boo!
Pereira off. Just trying to take some sting out the game, aren't he? He's going to wander off slowly.
Pereira shaking the referee's hand. Goes on a lap of honour around all of his teammates. Slow jog, like a dad who sees someone's driving towards him when he's crossing the road. And Pereira's off and Kearney is on for him. Whew. That's another minute down. 1 minute of normal time remains. The clock will surely be going up soon. We'll see how much added time there is. Will it be enough for Liverpool to snatch this, or will it be enough? Of course, the exact opposite, which I can't even bring myself to say out loud. Fulham throwing high up on that right-hand side in Liverpool's half. Little give and go, well boxed in from Liverpool though.
Don't foul him. Do not foul him.
No fouls.
They're throwing.
Another throw-in.
They'll take the time with that one, won't it?
God almighty. It's the first game of the season. I don't need to be feeling all my feelings like this just yet. Throw.
Come on, get on with it, eh?
Fulham.
Good throw as well.
It was a good throw. It was turned into the box. Van Dijk heads away. Fulham can gather it again.
Get down.
Henderson, get your foot on the ball, mate.
Don't foul him. It's our ball now, we'll have it.
Yep, throw into Liverpool.
Oi, get out the way, soft lad.
Okay.
In stoppage time then.
We are in stoppage time. No word on injury time amount just yet. I'd say probably 3 minutes at least, maybe 4.
Yeah, maybe.
We've had the penalty. There've been checks for our goals as well. We've had a lot of substitutions as well. Let's see. 5 minutes, good. Okay, 5 minutes. Well, just under 5 minutes now. Can Liverpool snatch the goal to turn defeat into victory? Let's see. Bobby Duck cut over Reed going into the book for that little tete-a-tete with Robertson as well.
Just have Robert taking a throw in, didn't he?
Here we go. Harvey Elliott picks the ball up and knocks it back. Matt.
Come on, Liverpool, let's go.
Come on. Don't want to rush this here, but they need to. They also have not got much time.
Just passing, man.
Yeah, Virgil's passing's been shocking today. Jordan Henderson, let it run. He's going to have to do some defending, does well. Oh, Matip.
Oh.
Well done, Matip. Come on. Oh, my God, that's fucking shocking.
Don't foul him. That's our ball.
Well done, Jordan. Throw in. Right, there's a minute we've just totally wasted through our own ineptitude. Here's Matip. We're going across the box. Jesus Christ. Some songs. Matip square to Virgil van Dijk.
Carvalho. Virgil's going along again. He's backing himself.
That one opportunity and again. But again, it's fine. But you've got to be there, ready to anticipate the knockdown when they don't cleanly win the header. Trying to force it through. Well done, Trent Alexander-Arnold lobs the throw over to Salah. Oh, his touch just let him down.
I don't think he even got a touch on it. I think Fulham foot, and he's done really well there, whoever that is. Mitrovic again. He's having an excellent game. Don't foul him. There you go, he's fell over. As he won a throw in now. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
He had such a good game. He's done really... And he's gone down, of course, yes. He ripped his cake.
Got a hole in his,
got a hole in his arse.
Hole in his pants.
Literally.
Oh, mate, come on. Oh, yeah, you've got cramp in both legs there, mate, defo.
Add this on, please.
Man of the match from BT Sport, and rightly so, I think it's fair to say. Unless Darwin or Mo snatch a winner, in which case I would be grabbing that award from him and legging it over to either of those.
He's had a good game.
Yes. Halfway through the allotted injury time. Again, you hope the referee would have sense to add a bit on, but at the moment Fulham have got the ball. Matip wins it back, buys a throw in, but it's deep in Liverpool's territory, right in the right back position. Trent will take. Liverpool need to find a way. Can they craft one more moment, one opportunity, one sniff for anyone inside the Fulham box?
Have to get into their half first.
Yeah, it's true.
The whole of injury time's been played in our half.
No, that's not the header, mate.
There we go.
One. Nunes flicks it on. Salah
taken
trying
out.
to get on the end of it. Come on, Mo.
Good defending. Come on, let's go, let's go. What's the whistle for now?
No idea. Because we're looking at Robinson for some reason.
He's had a good game. Oh, they're making a sub. Of course they are. Bring the centre half on.
Fulham again, just trying to shut this one down now. Cordova Reed makes way. They'll be made up with this.
Oh, rightly so, yeah. They should be delighted. They play well. I'll get off the pitch, lad.
Cordova Reed off. Duffy on. 1 minute, 15 seconds left of added on time in this game. 3 at the back, I think he's saying there. Yeah, they're just going to load the defence and try and stifle any last moments of opportunity for Liverpool here. Harvey Elliott does really well there. Great ball to the edge. Jordan Henderson goes for goal! Oh! Crossbar! Oh! Robertson does really well there. Fabio Carvalho, come on, mate. Virgil's up on that left-hand side. Robbo, back to Virg. 45 seconds left. Crossfield ball. Matip's in the middle. Spreads it wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He needs a runner. Cuts it back onto his left foot. Oh, goes back onto his right again. That is fucking shite. Go on, well done, Trent. Box it. Throw into Fulham. That might be it. Jordan Henderson, so unlucky, the skipper. Just doing that curler. Normally uses for his crossing technique. It dips over the goalie. Smashes the crossbar from the edge of the area. What a goal that would have been.
Oh, it's so unlucky.
Last few seconds, Robertson will send it long. Liverpool keep it alive. Here's Henderson. Goes direct woman behind for Nunes to chase
that might be it.
The keeper claims it. We are over. They're added on time. Referee will tell the goalie to hurry up, but you would suspect that is it. It looks like Liverpool's opening day will end in disappointment. Yeah, the goalie's done a good 20 seconds there. The ball is in the air. The referee's allowing it to go on a little longer. Mitrovic does really well. I mean,
they did make a sub, I suppose, maybe.
Yeah. Well done. Trent turns on it. One last moment. Can we get it? Not like that. We can't. Come on. Come on, Liverpool.
There's full time.
There's full time. Yeah, Fulham 2. Liverpool 2. The full-time whistle has gone. Klopp and Marco Silva embrace. Rueful looks on the face of the Liverpool coaching team there. They will know that is not the result that anyone wanted or expected. But Fulham have come with a game plan to their own gaff, and they've delivered it pretty well, all told. Liverpool will be massively disappointed with that. Some positives to take from the game, largely, of course, Darwin Nunes' introduction, scored a goal, made a goal as well. But yes, I mean, we left ourselves needing, with dwindling time, something magic to pull out. Henderson very nearly delivers right at the death. But look, if you're needing Jordan Henderson to score 25-yard screamers to win a game of football, then it probably says that your game's not gone to plan.
Yeah, too many players. You had off days. Fulham done a job on us, really. We got dragged into the level of their game, and listen, they more than deserve the point, and in the end, you know, it's a bit of a fortunate goal that gets us even back into it in the first place. Just too many under-par performances, really, from Liverpool's big players. You know, I don't think Trent played well, Virgil didn't really play well, Firmino didn't play well, Henderson didn't have a good game, you know. Liverpool look better when the subs come on, but there was just too many players underperformed, really, and like you say, it's the first game of the season, a lot can happen, but what I would say is, like, away to Fulham should be a banker, and for a number of reasons it wasn't, and, like, excuse me, but the best players on the pitch were all wearing white. I thought, you know, Mitrovic really did a good job on us. I thought Robinson at left back had a really good game as well. So, yeah, mate, in the end, like, a point was not a good result for us, but given the way we played, like, we could have lost that. Like, we in the end.
You mentioned the Villarreal game during commentary, and it had a real feel of that, where I don't know whether we just weren't expecting how Fulham approached that game. They were, particularly at the start of the half, they were aggressive, they were in our face, they were causing us problems. They never gave up as the game wore on. The penalty, ultimately the penalty kills us, because that's a point where we've gotten back in and we're in the ascendancy, and you feel like Liverpool could probably go and take the game on, but then you're left with, you then need 2 goals, which becomes a bigger ask as the game shortens down. But we are much better for, and it's mad to say, but Thiago going off is a real blow. I hope he's not out for any stretch of time. But we're much better with Henderson in the 6 and Milner in midfield,
and Elliott on the right,
and Elliott in there. And the Elliott thing in particular, we just had we had the bridgehead between midfield and attack that was completely lacking in the first half. And like the Villarreal game, which is why I'm drawing the comparison, we got the team selection wrong for that game, and we adjusted it early doors in that game to make us better in the second half. We just unfortunately left ourselves with too much to do, and as I say, once they get the extra goal, that's a huge ask, and then you're left to they've got every right to eke out every second of that, to fall to the deck, to take minutes out of the game, the old dark art of it. Liverpool are brilliant at doing that, and Fulham have done us ultimately.
Yeah, they deserved their points, and I say, if any team deserved to win, it was probably them, to be honest. They outplayed us in large part. Like, there's a little bit of hard lines to Liverpool, and a little bit of good fortune as well. So, you know, like, hard lines, maybe Henderson was far for the goal, the penalty's soft, but it probably is a penalty. But then, like I say, we get a bit of good fortune because Nunez's goal's a slight lucky, the Salah goal's slightly lucky, so you can't really argue too much there. Again, things go for and against you. But like I say, just too many players underperformed. You can't, listen, it's a Premier League game, and if 3 or 4 of your players just under par, you're not going to get anything. Fulham played out of their skin, fair play to them. You know, that was the game of their lives. Why wouldn't it be? You know, to 3-8, you've got Liverpool at home, go and run your nuts off. You know, we'll play our way, and if it works, it works. If we get beat, no one expected anything anyway, and they more than battled it. And, you know, in the first half, they upset us, and we didn't really react. Liverpool are usually quite good at adapting to those things, but we didn't start the second half well at all. It was actually the injury to Thiago that forces the substitution. He goes double there. We got a little bit better, but the penalty, you're right, that we were building up momentum because Nunez had a chance saved by the keeper, and then he scores, and then it feels like, here we go, we're going to go now. And then a bit of poor defending from both our centre halves, really, and the 2-1. We get the goal back, but there's just too little, too late. And if you're playing then you're right in saying that's when they slow the game down. They play well. Mitrovic, again, holding the ball up, wins throw-ins. And I got really annoyed that Liverpool falling into the trap at the end. Too many silly fouls, just giving them the throw-in that they wanted. And like I say, yeah.
And too many times when we're heading things, we're just heading it through the middle of the pitch, and they're eating alive. We lost so much in the middle area of the pitch there. Once we started to trust ourselves on the ground, on the deck, you know, playing football, we were better for it. Again, get it to Harvey's feet, play it into Salah, play it into, you know, use Nunez as a bit more of a wall if you can. Again, Milner gave us that passing option through the lines that we totally lacked.
Milner and Elliott coming on, like I say, everything before that was wide, and it was just sloppy. The goal comes because we string passes together, and we play like Liverpool. We went through the middle. It was just a poor game all round, really. And like I say, I'll be honest with you, mate, like, that performance, you deserve to lose. You know, you deserve to lose if you play like that. And the draw in the end, again, it's worse for Fulham. Obviously, as a result, it's not. But in terms of how both teams played, they probably think, you know, we probably should have won that. But them's the break sometimes. Like I say, we've got Mo Salah to thank and a bit of Darwin Núñez. But yeah, Liverpool didn't play well, to be honest. And we were sitting there, we were just waiting for it to click. And we're so confident with this team that you just think, at some point it'll click. At some point it'll click. And they did for that goal, and you thought, here we go. And then this just completely killed again. So, and after that goal, I know we scored, but I don't think we really, like we went, it was still an even game. It was still very, very scrappy.
But this is the thing, by the time you're getting into the final 10 minutes of a football game, sure, they bring an extra centre-half on right at the end as well. They don't need to be ambitious anymore. We did have that one counter-attacking opportunity with Nunes, which just gets a little awkward and breaks down. But then, again, this is what we're at. I said this, we're integrating these lads. They're not perfect. I mean, and that's the thing I said about this game. It's annoying because people will look at it and go, it's Fulham are shite. But, like, you've caught a team there who are at home, full of optimism, being able to play that style of football and actually have the personnel to do it, which upset Liverpool. They got the crowd on side as well and got it back with the penalty. It just stopped feeling like it was going to be Liverpool's day. We needed to be on it. We needed to be sharp today. And that's the really annoying thing is the Fulham have done well. I can't see how Fulham can't do that to other teams and gain points. But you're guaranteed they'll end up playing someone in 2 or 3 months' time when they've run out of steam or it's a bit harder.
Mitrovic has got an hamstring or a suspension,
and they won't be able to do that. And we've ended up playing them at the worst possible time you can play them. But I agree with the point largely. Liverpool should. You can't. It's basic analysis, and we could all just pack up and go home if we stick on this. But Liverpool should be beating Fulham because this is a team that was like second in the Premier League by a point last season, and this is a team who finished an entire division below them effectively. Scott Hawks with the super chat says too many poor performances. Darwin, Milner and Harvey were big improvements. Got to be better, though Fulham did well and Mitrovic is a force onwards, says Scott Hawks. Yeah, I agree with that. And we've got a few more super chats here. If you want to just get the stats queued up, stay. We'll come to that in a second. We have got one here from Ran Rodriguez. He says, this is why we lose titles, always draw against teams like this. They just came up so embarrassing. I mean, I don't know. That feels like hyperbole, if I'm honest. But we don't always lose to teams like this. We tend to do really well against teams like this.
We've literally won against every time promoted team at the start of the season. It's just, we didn't play well. Yeah. We did not play well at all.
Yusuf with $5 saying, for those saying it's only the first game, just remember that multiple titles lost against City that were decided by one game against Fulham need a win. Yeah, I know. But again, it's the first game of the season. I agree. We're all in this world where we feel like Liverpool need to win every game of football to win the title, and you might be right. We only lost 2 games last season and didn't win the league.
We're going to have to do
one when we lost it, we didn't win it in 18.
We're going to have to make up for that result by beating a better team. Like a draw against someone that would have been a good result is now you have to win. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing where you can get away with thinking, a draw at Chelsea's good, or a draw at whatever. Now you have to win it. You're going to have to make these 2 points up somewhere else where you haven't. But yeah, like I say, it's a difficult one. We just didn't play well. I'll bring the stats up now. You just referenced some of them there. Like I say, Liverpool had more of the ball, 65-35, but only 3 attempts on target. Obviously, it was the 2 goals plus the one that the goalkeeper saved from Nunes, and that's really not great. Fulham 2 shots on target, 2 goals, which kind of sums the game up as well. But the interesting one for me is the passes. Like Liverpool, again, 250. I would expect us probably to make more than they usually would. And even going further down to it, like I say, it was just we had 3 corners to their 1, but like we didn't really do anything from the corners. It just felt like we got dragged into a game that Fulham wanted to play. John's going to go to the other one very quickly, mate, so if you bear with me for a couple of seconds. It was the obviously the slightly different numbers, given them going to a different stats provider, but Liverpool long balls, 40 of 76 times we tried to play long, and only 53% of them were accurate. We lost possession 196 times. Our pass accuracy was only 78. It was just
your pass accuracy can be bad, right? But what you've got to do is you've got to be aggressive in what you do once that's happened. So Virgil van Dijk's long passing was horrendous today. That's okay if you've then got people around Salah who are looking to pick up the scraps and start the counter press. But that the midfield, particularly in that first 60 minutes, did not work in that regard for us. And we didn't get loads better on that as the game went on. But our short passing game and our quick passing game did improve. But yeah, there's a lot of elements of Liverpool's game that were very, very undercooked.
But on the flip side, again, sometimes it's like, we hit the post twice. We hit the bar and the woodwork. And it's just one of those, like, we didn't deserve. I'm not saying we were unlucky. We weren't. Liverpool did not deserve to win that game. But sometimes if you're playing crap, you might just really desperate for that slice of luck. We might have actually got it for the goals. We actually got, so maybe it has worked out that way. Yeah, we hit the post twice, but we scored 2 relatively fortunate goals. But yeah, what annoyed me most was that when things weren't working, we kept trying them to try and make them work rather than think of something else. And the second we thought of something else, which was to go direct through the middle, we scored. Yeah. And yet we never really did that again.
Yeah.
I don't know
it's just mad, isn't it? It's the hindsight of this whole game is you could sit here right now, having seen how the game's played out, and you say, okay, you start Henderson in the 6, Thiago and Harvey as the midfield, and you start Nunes instead of Bobby Firmino. But we've seen it because we now know. And that would have been a team that probably would have handled that whole game a lot better. And I was being disrespectful to James Milner, actually, because James Milner was probably one of the best players.
Probably was our best player.
But it was what it was. I mean, Liverpool have been done by Fulham, a positive football playing aggressive team on their own ground. I don't know. It is what it is. I can't. There's no way where I can sit here and go, that's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. We want Liverpool to win every game of football possible, and it feels it's too early in the season to be making any cast iron judgments on this. Is what I ultimately say.
Yeah, just judging that performance, Paul. Liverpool just didn't play well, and that's fine. Yeah. No, it's not fine. That's what happened. Too many players were undercooked, and like I say, I've repeated again. The point, maybe fortunate. I think that's how you said maybe fortunate.
Yeah, and again on another day, we said this before. You said about 2 shots on goal, two goals from Fulham. On target. They scored a penalty, which, Mitrovic has gone past Virgil van Dijk. He's best defender in the world up against Mitrovic. People have got opinions on Mitrovic. That's the thing that happened. And you made mention of it. I don't want to come across like a fucking cry-arson about it. But there's a whirl where Jordan Henderson gets a free kick in the build to their goal, and they get nowhere near our goal as a result.
And that pen isn't given.
Yeah, and they've had a couple of moments where they fired the ball across the box similar to us. We had much more dangerous moments ultimately in the game, and we created more clear cuts. I would think. Can you get the XG up actually on the?
I can do.
I think that's on SofaScore.
Yeah, just give me a couple of moments to use that.
Eisen Ivanov, welcome as a first team, has just joined us. We're going to be doing after this, if you're on YouTube, I'm going to be doing your reactions to the game. So if you're a YouTube member, you can use the live chat. If you're a club legend, you can use the Discord, or you can tweet us at the Redmen TV. There'll be a tweet out there now which you can react to. Steve will be doing player ratings, then we'll be back over on Plus for instant match reaction, where we'll have a little time to soak it all up, revisit it a bit, and then we'll be doing 20 odd minutes, just really kind of delving into it a bit more depth and detail.
I'll bring the info goal maps up first, and for those who are watching along, like Fulham have none really. It's the penalties, the big circle in the middle. Liverpool do have better chances, like right in the middle of the goal. They score from 2 of them. That other one there that I've just highlighted is Darwin Núñez at the front post, and then obviously at the back post they had Darwin Núñez again. So it's like that's the positive for me, is that Núñez was there to get on the end of them. But
is that the back post one? Is that the one that he nods down? Do we think?
I think so, yeah, maybe. But it was like I say, it was just one of those games, Paul. It was.
But that's what I mean. Like, again, look, this is the thing. There's the emotion of the game, and then there's when you just have a look at it, and that's us taking 30 seconds to have a quick look through it. Doesn't change anything. Doesn't make Liverpool have won more points by any stretch. But I suspect Liverpool, we can all sit here and say Liverpool played crap today. Yeah. And Liverpool were the agents of their own demise. And yet in that game, we still created enough good opportunities to comfortably win the football game. So it could be a lot worse, is what I'm saying. If anyone wants a glass half full mentality, I know it's probably a bit early for a bit of that. Let's go and all have a little think on it. Get your reactions coming. Stay with us on YouTube if you're here right now after the fact, and go and check it out, of course, as well. Loads more to come from us. Chloe will be doing a match reaction from Craven Cottage. We're going to get her thoughts on that. That'll be on the YouTube channel shortly as well. But yeah, come and join me in about 5 or 6 minutes' time. We'll be here with your reactions, then player ratings, and then join us over on Redmen Plus for instant match reaction. Disappointing start to the season, but it is what it is, and we'll try and pick it apart and find some answers. See you in a bit. Ta-da.
Get yourself signed up for Redmen Plus today. Go to redmenplus.com. There is loads of benefits other than the incredible content that we produce week in, week out on the team that we all support. You can get 20% off merchandise. You can get access to a Discord server where it's Liverpool 24/7, 365. Get over there, redmenplus.com.